Oh, all right. Welcome on in. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. What's happening, Vash man? Look at that. See? Here's the little thing in there. It's not kind of what I wanted it to offset a little bit more, but that's all right. That's right. That's right. Get your check-ins. Get your check-ins. Oh, hopefully everybody's having a good Tuesday. Coraline was down here being an absolute menace, like just before stream. Literally just going after cables this morning or this afternoon, like just right before. That absolute D-bag. Oh, okay, so I did start it like that. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll double it up a little bit. Let's do something kind of crazy. Let's see. We did 3. Let's do like 450. Yeah, why not? You know, let's just really have some fun with it. Can I check out too? You know what? I should do a checkout, you know? Like not even just alert, like a checkout, you know? Nice and easy. Tired from last night. Yeah, you've been doing some other work, right? Doing some more work again, man. Today wasn't bad. It was still very warm today. Ohio still warm. Still doing its warm thing, so. I also the other day, I think it was like Sunday right after we were streaming. Maybe it was after, maybe it was before. I can't remember. But I like trimmed up a little bit of the goatee, you know, the chin hairs, because they were getting real long. They were like, you know, I was touching them all the time because they're so long. And I was like, man, I need to trim these bad boys up. So I gave them a trim, and I can't remember if it was before stream or not on Sunday, but I did clean them up. And then I was just kind of like unhappy with how they were. So I wanted to like shape them up a little bit more. So I was like, I'll do like a nice clean sweep over them. And they're nice and lined, but oh man, they're so short. So now it looks like I just have the mustache again. So it is what it is until everything kind of grows back in again. It'll just be kind of a little funny, but yeah, I like it. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this to be a little bit, you know, just a little longer. And plus everybody here is kind of just like that tiny bit of stubble, you know. The work building, as far as temperature wise, it's hot. I bought a clock for my department because we had just one of those like big circular like analog clocks. Is it analog? Yeah, right. Big analog clock that hung up for a while, and then eventually like I was like, we should have like just a digital clock. Then you don't got to get up and do like the changing the time like you could do it with like a remote if you get like a digital clock. So I got these like pretty cool like LED digital clock for there or whatever. And so I hung it up, and it has like a thing that does some temperature of the air or whatever. And I saw today it was like it was over 80 in there, 80 degrees, hot, very hot. So it is what it is. We keep a lot of water, a lot of fans. We allow people to take as many additional like time to themselves if they need to, like a lot of that kind of stuff. Keep mine trimmed so I don't have to wear a beard net. Oh, true. The beard net would be unfortunate. Beard net is just never a good look. It's never a good look. And it sucks because, you know, there's nothing more, nothing that'll bring you down a peg more than a beard net. Yeah, I made some iced coffee just because I thought about like, man, I am gonna make coffee on stream a little bit, but then I was like, man, iced coffee is just hard to make on stream, so I'll do it sometime. but I made this with like a couple espresso shots instead of doing like a Chemex. Walk it. I like to wear it to walk. Wear it walking to my department. Ooh, that's not bad at all. Yeah. And as soon as you're like, ha, let all these hairs fly. Just let those bad boys breathe. Oh, since we're kind of waiting for people to get in here, man, I wanted to show you. I don't know if you got some full attention, but I was gonna show you these rotoscope jobs I did. Like I said, while we waiting for people to pop in, I can show you how goofy these things look, man. Let me move this guy down because they're all over here on this side. So I need to make sure I also move because I have them on a layer that's behind this this layer, but not behind the background layer. So I'll show you the Tron one. The Tron one doesn't have sound. I don't know what it is. I need to sync up some sound with it at some point, but it's not bad, you know. I feel like it looks pretty okay. Let me back out a little more here. Definitely not bad, right? Not bad. I literally was able to put that bad boy together so quick. Now, the other one is way better, and it has sound.
My favorite.
Okay, tell me that one's that good.
My favorite.
That one I was very excited about. I was very excited about that one. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. I just grabbed it because I was like, I want to have this at some point. Yeah, I've been making like little lists for myself of things that I want to have, and I always want more Fifth Element stuff. So that was just one where it worked out. It worked out nice. Oh, yeah. So outside of that, we could do a little shop talk while we're hanging as well. So on Sunday, something happened. Something clicked in my brain, and I had this weird thought. So over on Vash and I's stream, The Wolf and the Kid, we use a bot. It's not the same bot that I use on my stream or Vash uses on his stream. It's a different bot because the bots that we use are really, really good, but they've always had this thing where it seemed like you could only have one account on them. And they're like the best bots. I know how to use them so well. Like, I love those bots. And the other one that I have, I think is good, but it's not great, and it's a little bit overly complicated in the way that I like to use them. And so the other day, something happened and something clicked in my mind where I was able to figure out how to get that bot over on our stream as well. So over the next like week or so, I'm really, really going to try to get everything moved over, so that it starts working over there correctly. I already switched over our chat there. Our chat was broken. Like, we have a little chat that goes across the top, and it would just not have people who are chatting showing up on chat. It was super weird. And so I got that. I switched that over already just to already do it, and it's already so much better. It's already so good. It's the same chat that we use here, but it's a horizontal one. It's so good. Yo, Casper, guess who's back? Is it Eminem? Slim Shady? No. How was the little you did some camping, right? How was it, bud? Yeah, it's gonna be so good. So I'm gonna be getting everything switched over, and then from there I will be able to dig so much deeper into making things so much better over there. Not like crazy better, but a little bit better, at least a little bit. So I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited to be able to make that just work better, which also, man, I don't know. Can I? You know what I was also thinking, Bashman? You can do like I could set up like commands in StreamerBot to allow you to change things in OBS, kind of the same way we do it now, but we're doing it through Triggerfire. We could probably do it through StreamerBot, and so I don't have to connect Triggerfire every time, because I got to do it every time. But I was almost wondering if we could then, I don't know if we could run like a WebSocket or something like that, where you could do it. You could do it off of like a yeah, you probably could. Oh, I definitely could. I definitely would know. You would have to do it like I could allow it as just you and our thing to do it. But you know what I was thinking was, I wonder if we could do like a WebSocket where you could do it like almost virtually, like have a thing on the Stream Deck where you could press it there, and then you don't have to send a command, and the command could be the fallback maybe. I don't know. It's awesome. Got burnt to a crisp, but I had a blast. That's amazing, man. That's vacation. That's vacation. If you ask me, man. As a guy who recently went on vacation, and you could see there's some color difference. I get it. I've also gotten to the point where my skin has started to peel, so I've had to lotion up like more than I normally am doing. Like I have a little thing of lotion on my desk, and I usually hit the arms, maybe a little of the face if I need to, most of the beard if I have to. But yeah, I've recently now had to do the arms every day, just because you're getting a little bit of that skin peel, and it's just the littlest bit. But outside of that, Casper, man, I am doing really, really good. It's been very hot, but I'm in the basement, so it's finally cool. I'm so glad. We'll figure something out. Yeah, man, I'm so excited to try and fuck around with it. It has made my month, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about it. Good to see Megan 2 with the family on Sunday. Interesting. Yeah, the first Megan came out like and went right by, like I didn't even pay attention to it even a little bit, and then they were like, well, we're doing a second one, and that one seems kind of weird, like not in like a bad way, just like the first one I thought was like kind of supposed to be a horror film, and almost like a funny kind of horror film kind of thing. I don't know exactly, but the new one, it seems like it's even weirder, like they're like doing like a team up thing, and like I don't know, there's some way different things happening in that one. Could be good though, I don't know. I do want to see this one is horror and action. I feel like it's going to be a lot of action and very little horror. I think there will be a little bit of horror, but not much. I do want to see 28 years later. I've been surprised. It's been getting kind of like all over the place reviews. And so I'm really interested to see it at some point. Maybe over the weekend we'll try and see it. Also, lastly, before we get in, I'm going to get into some news since we have a lot of news to get into. So I'm going to get into some news here in just a minute. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about Game Informer. They recently have been making a comeback as they were being an online news source. And then recently they announced that they're going to bring back their magazines. And then you could sign up for all that stuff. And so I did end up signing up for a subscription. So I have the digital physical bundle. So they'll send me a physical version of the magazine. But the first new magazine came out today digitally, and I was perusing it just a little bit. It is crazy how much is like, yeah, this is pretty sick. Damn, this is kind of awesome. I just had it up still on one of my other tabs, and I was like, damn, this is pretty cool. But it was cool. Flip through. I didn't realize there was a Hades 2 like cover, and I kept seeing it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm guessing that'll be an upcoming one. No, that was a previous one. That was one that happened before they went out. And I don't know. I'm a little shocked. I'm like a little overwhelmed almost. My nieces are coming with us. They're 10 to 12, I believe. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Megan 2 ain't gonna be crazy. What a reaction. Is it a very dull reaction? I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, I'm very excited, but it's a digital version. I'm excited for it to be in my fingies, in my hands, and looking at it. It's very overwhelming to kind of see. It's kind of overwhelming to do it digitally. I don't know. There's something different about having it in the hands, you know. But yeah, the Hades one, that was the one where I was like, damn, this is gonna be really cool. I'd like to go back and read it. I was hoping that they would have like a almost like a like an app where you could almost do it as like an e-reader or something. That would be actually really cool. That would be really cool. But yeah, the new one is it's based around Borderlands 4, which is also why I'm a little bit my excitement is a little down here. You know, it's a little down here because I was like, there's not one I really care about, but it'll be cool to have it. But I'm excited to go back and check out that Hades 2 one. I couldn't get into 28 Days series. Yeah, I watched 28 Days years ago, and I liked it. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was different at the time, which is why I liked it. But you know, good director, good writer. I think I'm never super worried. Physical does seem better, yeah, especially when it's like on the page, it's like, or on the web page, it's like two pages like right back to back, and it's like you can barely read it because it's like, you know, it's made to be like in your face like this, you know. What magazine is coming back out? Game Informer just started back up, and their first subscription since coming back, their first issue is coming out. But for everybody, if you subscribe, you can you get the digital version as well, or you can go straight digital, but it came out today. They said subscribe by the 25th to receive the debut issue. So today and tomorrow, if you want to get into it, you got to do it sooner than later. Maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, I mean, it's worth checking out. I think I forget what it was costing. I think it was like $30 a year to do digital only, and then 40, almost 50, I think, 45, 50 bucks for if you wanted to do digital. And it seemed pretty worth it to me. Yeah, so our goal today, what's our goal today? I don't know. No, I do know. Our goal today is we're going to be getting into some news here in just like 2 minutes. I just want to go over what we're looking at today. We're going to get over some news. We have kind of a lot of news to go over. And then we're going to be starting our new game, SOMA, today. I've heard so much hype about SOMA. SOMA is one of those games that's just like always like, this is a must-play game. It's really good. You know, kind of one of those games. And so I'm very excited about it. But I'm also like a little bit worried that it may not live up to the hype. I feel like I have like a you know, this you know, hyper specific thing in my mind of what it's going to be, And so I'm a little bit worried that it's going to, not that it's gonna, that it won't, you know, do that, but I think it's gonna be tough to live up to, you know, the hype. But I'm excited to check it out. So we're gonna start that today. Yeah, that is the only things we got. And then Thursday, I'm hoping I can get home a little bit early. Even if I get home and just, I might try to get on, and I want to try and be on by 6. So an hour early to try and cover the Capcom Spotlight thing that's going on. I should actually make sure that that's what's happening or what time it happens. Is this it? At 6 p.m. Yeah. Okay, cool. It is. So I want to make sure I can get on, and we'll do a little watch of that, and then we'll go over some news and shit. So very possible. Yeah. Well, a game like SOMA is one of those ones that could be a little bit. I think it could be very good, but it could also be one of those ones like, okay, yeah, it was good, but it didn't hit all these things. But I think that's okay. So yeah. So today, news, SOMA, and then Thursday we'll try and do the Capcom Spotlight news, and then we'll see where we can get in SOMA. SOMA's not even supposed to be very long. It's only like a handful of hours too. So, but yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get into some news. Like I said, we got kind of a decent amount to go over, and let's get into it then.
Everyone.
All right, if you guys ever have anything you want me to talk about, make sure you jump into the Discord, find that news channel, and drop whatever articles you would like me to talk about. Didn't realize it was short. Yeah, I think it's only like I should look it up again, because I'm pretty sure it's only like 9 hours, so less than 10. Although that could be a long time, you know, just depending on how long you know, it takes me to, how much time I have to play it and stuff. But yeah, they're saying like even if you're doing completionist runs, you're looking at like 11 hours, so maybe an additional 2 hours. Shouldn't be too bad. All right, let's jump into this first one, which is by Jordan Midler. Metroid Prime 4 ad on the London Underground claims that the game is out now. So this is the advertisement that got put up. We do have a little bit of an update for this as well, but yeah, they literally put this up and it was like out now. Like, I don't think it is. An image of the ad captured by VGC at Oxford Circus Tube Station in London gives information on Metroid Prime 4 along with an out now message. At the time of writing, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond doesn't have a release date, and the game hasn't been shadow dropped on the Nintendo 2 eShop. But there was an update. A Nintendo spokesperson has told VGC that the advert date is incorrect and Metroid Prime 4 is not out now. I believe that they changed that advert out and they put another one in that just now says 2025 is like the release date. We can confirm that the out now message is incorrect. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Nintendo Switch 2 editions are not yet available and are scheduled for release in 2025. Yeah, I don't understand how that would happen, but apparently I'm guessing they probably have both, right? They have both of the advertisements, and whoever put it up was like, Here you go. And it wasn't right. You know, uploaded the wrong photo. Yeah, I mean, essentially, right? It's funny too, because I think it's a physical. I think it's one of the physical adverts almost too. So it's not even like they uploaded the wrong photo. They just probably had both of them. The one that had like maybe not the release date or something, and they put the out now instead, which is the one you switch it to after, you know, obviously. But I was trying to see if there was like any of the includes that would be like some kind of giveaway on something, but it just is like support for mouse controls, 4K resolution when plugged into a TV, frame rates up to 120 FPS, and HDR support, with a bunch of asterisks at the end of each of those too, which is crazy, which means not quite those things. Yeah, I don't understand exactly how it still happens. Maybe because there's no release date. I don't know, maybe I've said this already. I at least was thinking it, and so maybe I said it and I don't remember, but I was thinking maybe because it doesn't have a release date, the person who gets those is like, it says 2025. Today's 2025. It's probably out. I'll just put it up. And they don't check. Some dude who's probably like 70 does this on as his side gig because he's retired or something, you know, one of those kind of things where he's just like, I couldn't give a shit less. I don't know about video games. When I play video games, all you had was two paddles and there was a ball that went back and forth. The old back in my day video games. So yeah, I thought that was funny, but they did update it. Now it just says 2025 instead of out now. All right, let's keep moving. Sega accidentally revealed sales number for Sonic, Like a Dragon, Persona, and more. This is by Andy Robinson. This one seemed pretty funny, and I didn't get to read about it. I just saw the headline, and I was like, oh my God. Because I saw this separate from Tidal, throwing it into the Discord, and I almost threw it in, and I was like, oh, that son of a bitch, he already threw it in there. Perfect. I'm so excited. Wish the kid who did this could hear you saying that about him. Bro, it ain't no kid. Kids understand video game release dates. Either that, or maybe it was a joke, maybe like a prank, as it were, you know? Like, maybe you're right, maybe it was a kid, but he was doing it as a prank. It was a joke, guys. It was funny. Fucking funny joke. All right. Sega has accidentally revealed the sales number of many of its recent major releases, including games in the Like a Dragon, Sonic, and Persona series. The sales numbers were included in a recent presentation, a document uploaded to Sega Sammy's investor relation website. A table of sales numbers was found to have been hidden in one of the slides of the presentation. The document has since been removed by Sega Sammy, but not before Resetera archived the sales numbers in full. According to the document, Persona 5 Royale has sold over 7 million units. Sonic Frontier, yeah, okay, so let's see. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth was 1.66 million units. Like a Dragon, The Man Who Erased Their Name was 0.96 million units, so just under. Persona 3 Reloaded was 2.07. Sonic Superstars is 2.43. Sonic Frontier was 4.57. Jesus H. I wonder what's more than that. Oh, Persona's the one. Total War Warhammer 3 was 2.34. Shin Megami Tensei 5 was 2.11. Yakuza Like a Dragon was 2.86. Persona 5 Royale, which also includes the remastered version, was 7.25, which is crazy. Team Sonic Racing at 3.5, and Total War 3 Kingdoms at 3.21. Jesus H. So Sonic is definitely a huge thing for them. That's crazy, because I always felt like a Dragon was definitely, those Yakuza games were pretty high up there for them, but it does seem like Sonic still way up there, and Persona, at least Persona 5 seems like it did really great numbers for them too. Not that, you know, 2 million units is crazy. That's still a lot of units. I don't want to take that away from them, but even Total War did good. I mean, they really didn't have any misses, except, I mean, like a Dragon, the man who erased their name is like the lowest one on there at just under 1 million units, which is not bad. Not bad at all. I was gonna see if there was anything else in here, but nothing else in here that I was really interested in, or that's worth noting. Just that Sega accidentally revealed these numbers. Maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe they wanted you to know how well they've been doing, and just to get off their backs about it. You know, like they're doing their best out here. You know, so don't be coming at them with shit, bros. You know, maybe that's the angle. I don't know. All right, let's jump into our next. It was a petty flex leak, right? Exactly. They were like, "Oops, sorry to show you guys that we're killing it out here." Oh no, look at all my millions. This is by Andy Robinson as well. Andy really getting a lot of the leaks here. Leaked Sonic Racing crossover officially unveiled, bringing Nintendo Star to the track. Sega and Nintendo have officially confirmed their Sonic Racing Cross Worlds collaboration following leaks on social media earlier this month. Did people see this leak? I didn't see this leak ever. Also, do people care about like who the hell's gonna be in Sonic Racing? Like, I'm not saying anything bad about Sonic Racing, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I feel like as I say it, I was like, do people care about this? But obviously, people must care somewhat, right? Announced at the 2025 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards on Saturday, Cross Worlds will feature characters from SpongeBob SquarePants universe, as well as SpongeBob SquarePants themed vehicles and track. Did you see their numbers? Ooh, you know what? You're so right about that. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I messed up. I'm sorry, Sega. I know Sonic Racing did crazy numbers for you. I'm sorry. I saw the numbers. That's my bad. In addition, the pair teased future Nickelodeon themed content from the Avatar universe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Nickelodeon characters will be included in Sonic Racers Cross Worlds Digital Deluxe Edition or separately via a season pass, which will also include the recently announced Minecraft content, characters from Netflix series Sonic Prime, and 2 more yet to be announced collaborations. Listen, I got nothing wrong with Sonic Racing. It's just funny that I don't know where this came from. Like, Sonic Racing all of a sudden is doing things, but like, it's funny that it was like, well, this leaked, and I'm not like, my point being though, like, is it like one of those ones where you're like, damn, that really ruins the game that this came out. Like, you know, like when leaks happen, like about stories in games and stuff, you're like, damn, that's really upsetting. Now I know that story beat or something like that, you know. But like a crossover, like content, I don't know. I guess it's kind of the same thing that, so Monster Hunter, there was some potential leaks of what Title Update 2 was going to be. And I was like, well, I was like, damn, I don't want to see nothing about this because Title Update 2 could, you know, there could be all kinds of things that we don't know about, and I don't want to know about that stuff. Like, that is like legitimate like content that's coming out for that game. And again, maybe this is me just being naive. Like, maybe Sonic Racing is on that same level, but at least to me, it's not, you know? So we just know now instead of later. Yeah, I guess that could be said for everything that gets leaked though. I felt bad. I put something in the news doc the other day, and I put under it, like, immediately as I dropped it, I was like, this is heavily rumored. It hasn't even been, like, this is just a big rumor, like nobody else was reporting it. I found it on one website that I of the ones that I check out, and I was like, man, I don't like reporting on rumors and stuff. I like kind of having like some evidence. And then of course, like, I think it was today or yesterday, a video dropped of them announcing whatever the product was. We'll talk about it in just a little bit, but I was like, damn, okay, I feel less bad. But I could take that one out or whatever, not have to worry about it. And I was like, damn, I don't like showing off like that kind of stuff, like leaked things like that. So I guess I could understand it in that sense. You know, sometimes no matter what, a game product or whatever has some kind of fan base that probably doesn't want to see spoilies and stuff. They want to see it from the company that's doing it. Sorry, I'm just I forgot I wanted to update something on my Twitch stream real quick. Sorry, let's just do that. Working on releasing reveals and spoils. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I'm kind of joking around about how like this being like, oh wow, can't believe it's spoiled. But I guess it's probably still, if you like are a Sonic racing person, it takes away that little bit of hype that the devs could have had to be able to announce it, and maybe it would have been way more exciting at that point. You know what? I gotta look at it as being like, especially from the developer standpoint, like it does suck. Like you didn't get to announce it the way you wanted to announce it. Like it leaked and then you get to announce it, which sucks, because when stuff leaks, then there's almost like that pressure on devs to have to be like, all right, let's just confirm it, because although some don't, some wait and they're like, well, whatever, which is fine as well. All right, I do want to talk about this because this got brought up the other day. Vash and I are streaming on Sunday, and someone came over into our chat and was talking to us about Monster Hunter Wilds recently just got hit with a ton of negative reviews. I found this article. I will say this article does nothing to clear up exactly why it's getting a bunch of crazy reviews, but I did want to kind of bring it here just so we could talk about it. This is by Andrew Hayton. Monster Hunter Wilds reviews turn overwhelmingly negative on Steam despite its Game of the Year buzz. So I've read all of this just because I was like, please let there be something that we can point to. There's fucking nothing. All right, let's get into it though. When it comes to the end of the year Game of the Year awards, Monster Hunter Wilds will be in the running. However, right now, its reviews would suggest otherwise, that the game is suddenly being bombarded with negative reviews on Steam. Yo, Ron, what's happening, buddy? Capcom had a big winner in Monster Hunter World. This created a ton of excitement and expectation for Monster Hunter Wilds. February 28th, 2025 came and delivered Wilds, loved by critics. Players initially loved it, but the reception towards the game is soured with every review. As of June 20th, just a few days ago, if you checked Monster Hunter Wilds' Steam page, the recent reviews are now described as overwhelmingly negative. Even its all review section is listed as mixed. This is wild, no pun intended, as Monster Hunter Wilds sits at a phenomenal 88 out of 100 on Metacritic on PS5 and PC, and a higher score of 90 for the Xbox Series X. But PC reviews are all saying the same thing recently. The game's main content isn't long enough and the game runs poorly on PC. This game is a mess. It's horribly optimized. There are not that many new monsters or fun fights. The movesets are boring and it all feels like a gimmick. Said one player. Another user added, doesn't run even semi-well at 1080 30 FPS, crashes my entire PC. It's a scam and it's sad. In truth, the game's optimization takes brunt of the criticism. Another Steam review said, game is an unoptimized mess that is wholly and pathetically reliant on fake frames from frame generation and upscaling, which causes the game to somehow look even worse while not improving performance at all. The Game Awards 2025 will surely feature Monster Hunter Wilds in several categories, but Capcom must be seeing those reviews and wondering what they can do to improve the situation. Yeah, I don't fucking understand. I don't understand what happened recently, because it feels very recent. I know that it's not like all of a sudden people don't have things to do. The game still drops new things to do. Like there's little events here and there. There's little things to do. But but that's not new. The game not running super well on PC, that's not new either. Which just makes me think there's something going on with the game more than that. Or is it just somewhere somebody got upset and now they're like, no, we got to review bomb this thing. It seems like it came out of nowhere for things that don't feel like they're new issues with the game. A lot of people have felt like this has been the easiest Monster Hunter in a while, which is, fair to say. Some people have felt like there's very little content. That's fair to say. These things are fair, but they don't feel like they're new. The game not running well on PC, that's fair to say. The optimization is not very good. That's fine. But it's not new. It seems like it came out of nowhere. That's always been Monster Hunter with the drip feed. Yeah, I agree. Problems with performance. Yeah, so this is only on Steam, Ron. This is on PC specifically. So you don't have to worry about that, man. It's not necessarily for this is not for console gamers. Yeah, I don't like I said, it seems just out of nowhere, at least to me. Even when we talked to the person on stream Sunday, they talked about that they thought there were some newer updates that they thought were kind of making the game worse, and that there was some like clearing your shade cache that you probably had to do, which it was just a bunch of weird things that they were like, there's just shit that you shouldn't make people have to do. And I was like, yeah, I agree with that. That's crazy. Now I don't know if you have to do that or not. I don't mess with any of that shit. I just play the game. I haven't booted up the game in a while, so I can't verify how the game runs right now, but it's always been a little bit of a beast to run. Like even on my PC, which is a pretty new PC, with a pretty high-end graphics card, good CPU, a lot of those kinds of things, it's still a beast to run. And I get that, but it's not new. It's weird. Usually when that stuff happens, there's something like Helldivers 2 got like review bombed again recently, but there was a trigger. There was something that happened and it made people feel that way. It's the same thing with everything. Online has practically become a mob. Online has become a mob? Really? Oh, you mean like the internet? I see. Yeah. But usually there's like an inciting incident that makes that mob start to run, right? It seemed like nothing happened. It almost feels like because the new title update is coming out, maybe that's what's happening, and maybe they just want to get their feelings out there so that maybe Monster Hunter will do some updates or something. I don't know. On something valid or no. I mean, yeah, but a lot of times when people have frustrations, especially with games right now, like they would have said them early on, which they didn't. I mean, they did, but they didn't. Like people talked about how badly optimized the game was when it first came out, like, yeah, and then that chatter kind of died off, and people who thought it wasn't like there wasn't enough to do or it was so poorly optimized, they just stopped playing the game, which is why like Wilds had seen like a pretty good decrease in player numbers, which is bound to happen, as we get through like stuff. The numbers are going to go down, they're going to come back up, it just seems like these are all the same frustrations people would have had months ago. Literally months ago, and it just seems like this came out of nowhere. Sometimes it can be very minor, just snowballs. Sure. Yeah, but there's usually, with stampedes, there's an inciting incident that happens that gets stampedes, that gets the first animal to go, man. There seems like there's like, that would be like if like something, something happened 4 months ago, and then now the rhino starts running, and you're like, bro, that happened so long ago. How do you like, that doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. It's just, the timeline almost just doesn't make sense. Again, I'm not even here to just defend Monster Hunter, because I'm saying I completely get behind the criticisms, but it just seems like they're like, they just boiled over now. But why? At the lowest point for probably player numbers and for content, like that means like the least amount of people are probably playing, and now right now is where they've decided like, now it's too far. Certain updates cause problems. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. But nobody, every article that I looked at never said anything about the problems being with current updates. And so I'm not saying that's not true. I haven't seen anything, and I want to know what the fuck happened. Have so many people crammed in one small space. Yeah, when the game first released, that's the most amount of players you're ever going to have. But now there's been such a drop off. I think I could even see. I think it's SteamDB. I think I can look at Monster Hunter. It, like I said, to me, it just seems like there's something that happened more recently. Not necessarily, I mean, the internet. I don't know, man. Yeah, because they peak at about 1.3 million. Oh yeah, so right here, 1.3 million peak. That was 3 months ago. That's when the game first releases. They hit another big peak a couple of months ago at about 500,000. The 24-hour peak, 13,000 players. The amount of players right now is 4,000. My point is, what the hell? Like, you've been steady since the end of May at like 50,000 players. It seems weird. It seems weird all of a sudden. All of a sudden they're like, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, these things are gonna happen. I bet you title update, when title update drops, I bet you we'll see another spike in player count. I get that. Because the last major update, you went to about another 500,000 people playing all at one time, and then that drops off over the couple of days. You kind of steadily stay at like 200,000 players. And then yeah, I think it seems strange. Out of nowhere, they were like, the fucking 13,000 players were like, you know what? No, it's too far now. You had almost 1.5 million players at launch, and then at that point it was okay. But now when you have 13,000 players, it's too much. Irrationally can spread easily. Yeah, but we haven't seen why, like nobody can point to where this is coming from, because you would see like a Reddit post or something like, oh yeah, this Reddit post somebody posted about this and they got this wildfire started. Like, the internet is one of those things. It's a database, and you can usually see where everything's coming from, right? It's just weird. Like I said, I'm trying to rationalize it, and I can't. It's irrational. Does it even matter anymore? No, it doesn't actually matter. But I was interested. No, you're right. It does not matter. But to me, it's just being interested. I'm just curious why. I like those kind of puzzles, like why somebody would do something, you know? Or seeing, at least, you know, seeing where it starts. We like to ponder, you know. Sometimes our brains are just so, you know, so ready for more puzzles and activities, Ron. As people who drink good coffee, you know, our brains just need to ponder a little bit, buddy, you know? Also, real quick, Ron, while you're here, and Vash, my dude, guys, I did not tell you, I watched the Ocean Gate documentary on Netflix. I watched it on Sunday. I don't know if you guys have watched it yet. So I won't say anything until I hear back. I watched that too. What'd you think, man? Because I felt like it was more interesting than I expected. It was more interesting than I expected because I was like, oh, there's no way that but no, it made sense. It made sense once I actually got to hear it. Shedding light on, bro. Literally, I'm actually interested on how human behavior unfolds. Yeah, see, you're kind of on the other side of that. We want to know where it starts. You're like, how does it keep going? I knew it. You gotta watch it. I watched it. I already watched it. It's already behind me, bro. Yeah, I felt like I was not really interested. And then when I was on vacation, a bunch of my family members were like talking about it, that they really wanted to see it, man. And so then I was like, yeah, maybe it'll be interesting. Maybe it'll be something that we don't know about. And there was a little bit, they talked about like this is spoilers for anybody who didn't follow the story or didn't watch the thing. But they talked about like the big point of like Ocean Gate was that they were trying to make a vessel that obviously could go down to the Titanic and do it cheaply so that you could do it commercially. And the way to do that was to use a different material than anybody else had ever used. So they were using a carbon fiber hull, which carbon fiber very light, so you don't have to use so much expenses on like towing it and lifting it. It's also pretty cheap for the most part compared to like metal and everything, so it could be cheaper. The problem with carbon fiber is it's fibers. It's not that strong. It's pretty strong in general for like a general use at your home. I mean, you can probably get away with like repairing like a bag with carbon fiber, and you're probably gonna do pretty good. But to do like a submersible with a lot of pressure, not as good. And it was crazy because the CEO, his whole thing was delaminate. Yeah, like the strands will start to break. And so many people on that team at Ocean Gate either like they either quit because they knew like this was not safe, or they would point out to this guy that it was not safe. And when they would point it out to him, they would literally get into these conversations where he'd be like, oh man, well, one of us is gonna have to leave and it's not gonna be me. He would literally do this to people, like to multiple people in the company. And so he would force people to have to quit because he was like, yeah, I don't give a shit about your safety. Wow, bro. He literally was just like, yeah, let me just go down. They also have like recordings from the times he was doing dives, and like he would go do dives with this thing, and because it didn't crumble all in one go. Like it was just over time, over time it would start to break down. And so yeah, like they had like sound recordings in the fucking sub with this dude, and the sounds were fucking terrifying. I couldn't believe this dude felt safe enough to go down with this thing. It was like these crazy pops and shit, and you're like, oh my god, this does. As a person, I would be like, nah, nah, I don't think so. And I think he kept saying to people like, yeah, you're just seasoning the hull. And people are like, the seasoning the hull? What the fuck does that mean? Seasoning the hull. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, that guy was a little wild, so we're checking out if you have not run. All right, let's go ahead. Let's jump us into the next one here. Crack it a few times before you to break her in, right? Just break her in a little bit. All right, so I didn't know when this was coming up, but apparently Little Nightmares was doing a showcase. This was announced the other day. It was for next week, which ended up just being today. So I'll give Marcus Stewart his due for writing this, but I'm not going to read this because this was just announcing that there was going to be a Little Nightmares showcase that happened today. So actually, we'll just talk about what happened on the showcase. You know, same way magnitude 8 earthquakes season unfortified building foundations. Exactly. See, you get it, man. You understand it. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is that about? So yeah, let's talk about what got announced at the Little Nightmares showcase today. So essentially, they talked about Little Nightmares 3. They have a trailer we'll look at. They showed off a release date. They showed off a couple of collector's editions, which was they had a couple of them. Cool, whatever. They talked about a remastered Little Nightmares 1, and they also then talked about a VR version or a VR Little Nightmares game. So let's take a look. I grabbed trailers for all of these so that we can take a look at them. First, we'll go through just kind of in order. Little Nightmares, the enhanced edition. This is just like a remaster, essentially, of the original Little Nightmares.
Peggy 16.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. All right. So it's like I said, it's just kind of a remake, or not a remake, yeah, a remaster of the first Little Nightmares. I, to be honest, don't think it looks that much different. See, this one seems kind of soon. It's just a remake, like an enhanced version, so it's not even like a remaster or not a remake, it's a remaster. Sorry, I keep saying remake. So it's just a remaster, just kind of clean up the visuals, nothing too crazy. It's not anything, it's not actually like they're not remaking the game. I'm okay, whatever. That's fine. But I thought this was kind of interesting. No new content added. I thought they said there was something. I can't remember what all they were showing off, to be honest. I can't remember, man. They did some gameplay optimizations, faster loading times, revised checkpoints, traversal assistance. They did some ray trace reflections and stuff. So yeah, maybe there wasn't any new content. And then enhanced graphics, higher resolution, volumetric lighting, and more particles. Perhaps they have new levels. I guess maybe they don't. I don't even know what this costs, to be honest, which is kind of maybe an issue. Maybe let me pull up and see what this costs, and then maybe it'll be like easier to stomach if it's like $5 or something. I think this is more for like people who haven't played the games, you know. And then it's like, oh, okay, well I can. Interesting. I don't even see like an enhanced edition in here in Steam. I wonder if it's not. I wonder how you get that. I don't know. Probably for first timers. That's what I think too, man. I think it's like a first timer kind of thing. Man, that's so fucking weird. I thought that there was for sure was going to be a thing. But they have a thing here at the end too, real quick. That if you pre-order 3, you get immediate access to enhanced edition. That's kind of crazy. I didn't even realize. I didn't even know about that. It seemed kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know how you get the enhanced edition. Maybe the enhanced edition is just. Maybe it's just an update for the actual game. I wonder. Doesn't seem like it. Well, maybe, I don't know. Let me click on Little Nightmares. Any information? Yeah, I don't know. That is so weird. Yeah, I don't know how you access that. Whatever. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of interesting. Let's also take a look at the VR teaser, Altered Echoes. This looks pretty whatever. It's like 45 seconds, so it's not anything really. Maybe it's a pre-order exclusive for a time period. That would make more sense. 8 years old. Yeah, I didn't even realize it was 8 years old, but I mean that makes sense. All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah, so this is the VR game. Yep, that is it. I don't think they have a date or anything really set for this. Yeah, whatever. So my thought on this was like, I don't know what it's gonna look like. Yeah, it's just a teaser. It's just like they're announcing that it's gonna be a thing. Meh. All right. But so I played Moss on my PlayStation VR, and Moss in VR was really, really good. Like it was a really good like platforming VR game. And so my thought was like, oh, if it's kind of like that or like Astrobot or something, like those games were really cool, like platforming games in VR. So I could get behind that. I could do that. New game trailer for Blood Message. I have not even heard of Blood Message, man. Blood Message trailer. Oh, I saw this, but I didn't watch it. If I'm being honest, I didn't watch it. It seems fine to me. You know, it seems fine. Chinese game? Oh, okay. It's not by the same team that did Wukong. And then the last thing they showed off, well, I mean, I'm doing it out of order, but I thought this was the best kind of way to do this. They showed off Little Nightmares 3, a trailer which does show off the release date. So let's check this bad boy out.
Peggy 16.
16. Okay, so let me come back a little bit here. So, okay, so we have the official release date, October 10th this year, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. It seemed, I will say, kind of looks like it's gonna be okay. It feels like it's gonna be a very okay installment in the series. I don't know what it is. It just feels like it's not gonna be quite as good as 1 and 2. But I think that's okay. I don't think it's a problem. It does look just look okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is. The atmosphere or like the whatever they're trying to tackle with like the like carnival kind of whatever. It doesn't appeal to me much, but I feel like the first 2 games probably covered a lot of like whatever spooky stuff like they wanted to, and now this is a different company, you know, doing this game, so it's gonna probably feel different. But I feel like Little Nightmares, they have it, you know, that IP, and doing it multiplayer, I think they could still be very good. I think it still could be fun, and maybe not just in a different way. Which is crazy because the original Little Nightmares team is working on a different game. I think it's called Reanimal. I believe that's the same. Yeah. they're doing a game called Reanimal, and that game looks amazing, which is crazy because that game just like it immediately, like as soon as you're watching it, you're like, damn, this looks like a fucking Little Nightmares game. Mechanic and details remind me of Uncharted. Oh, that blood message game. Yeah, it looks fine. I think it's worth checking out, but check it out on your own time. But yeah, Reanimal, I feel like looks so really good. And apparently Reanimal is listed as a co-op horror adventure game as well. So, man, they really are going to be like going head to head with each other at some point. I just feel like Reanimal is going to be a better game. But that's not to say that, you know, like I said, Little Nightmares could still be a very good game and a lot of fun, but just different. Oh, yeah. So that was essentially what got announced today or shown off today. It wasn't anything too crazy. I was kind of not sure. I felt like if they were doing like a whole, like presentation, that they would have a couple of things, and they did, you know, like I said, kind of doing a remaster of the first Little Nightmares, announcing a Little Nightmares VR game, and then doing like a showcase for the third game with the release date. Cool, very cool. All right, let's get into our next one here. This is by Vicky Blake. Publisher tells Nintendo to pull its own game from a Nintendo Switch 2 eShop while it waits for backwards compatibility patch to go live. So this was pretty interesting. I saw this the other day, and just kind of one of these goofy things. So Limited Run Games has asked Nintendo to remove the Gex trilogy from sale via the Nintendo Switch 2 eShop until there's clarity on when a patch will be deployed to address a problem with the game's backwards compatibility. So the Gex trilogy got pulled from Nintendo Switch 2 eShop right now because, yeah, it doesn't work apparently on Switch 2. In a statement posted on social media, Limited Run said it did not expect the patch to arrive this week due to delays with its approval, something it linked to yesterday's U.S. public holiday, which was a couple days ago. So in the meantime, the publisher said it had instructed Nintendo to pull the game instead. Limited Run said it had faced Switch 2 backwards compatibility issues with a number of its games originally released for Switch 1, and while a recent Switch 2 firmware update had improved the situation for the majority of its titles, Gex Trilogy was still impacted. The company had then tried to solve the issue with a patch, and it is this patch the developer is still waiting to be approved for public release. So unfortunately, no Gex Trilogy. At least not right now. There will be something, I'm sure, later on. There'll be whenever this patch gets released and all those kinds of things. There'll be some other things that'll help this to get around. But yeah, for now, it's just yeah, it's a nah. I thought that's crazy too, because you would think, like, I don't know, I guess I would have thought like Switch 1 and Switch 2, like I felt like they would be kind of very similar. I mean, I know they're different hardware, but like I felt like it wouldn't be too terribly difficult to get them kind of up and running for each other and stuff. But apparently not. Apparently it's more difficult than it seems. So yeah, I was actually pretty interested too, because I did want to check out Gex Trilogy. I remember playing one of them on 64, and I really liked it because they were just doing a bunch of spoof like levels and stuff of like movies and stuff, which I really thought was fun. But man, just going back and watching some of it, it was rough. It was rough. All right, let's jump into our next one. Oh, this one will be exciting for all the people who really loved the DMC anime. Pretty rough. Yeah, it was not great. Duke Nukem's rights have been acquired by the Devil May Cry and Castlevania showrunner. That's right, guys. It's by Michael Cripe. Netflix, Castlevania, and Devil May Cry showrunner Adi Shankar had turned his attention to the Duke Nukem series after acquiring the screen rights from Gearbox Studio. Perfect. Do it again. Yeah, right? Yeah, right. The animated adaptation creative lead teased his next project during an interview with Esquire. Although projects like Devil May Cry Season 2 are currently on top of his mind, it sounds like something based on the legendary tongue-in-cheek first-person shooter franchise is currently in the works. I'm being approached with different IPs and companies that want to work with me, Shankar said. I bought the rights to Duke Nukem. Not the gaming rights, but I bought it from Gearbox. Yeah! Woo! This dude is knocked out of the park so good with Devil May Cry and with Castlevania. Apparently, he just has so many companies coming up to him to just be like, please buy our IP, please do it, man. That's what he makes it sound like he's like, man, I just can't miss right now. I'm not even saying that I don't know. I didn't watch any of his shit, so I can't be. I've only can go off of what I've heard. And Devil May Cry sounded like it was very bad. But I feel like Duke Nukem is one of those ones that you can just do whatever the fuck you want. You could do literally anything, and it'll be like, yeah, that was fine. I feel like I mean, there's like a handful of like things that are very Duke Nukem, but like you can almost fucking just be like a Deadpool kind of, you know, character at some point. Like you could just have him essentially do anything, fourth wall breaks, fucking do anything, and it's just like, yep, that's within the realm. They all approaching him. But yeah, so many IPs are approaching him right now. So many companies, they all want him to just make more animes for their IPs. I would love to know what other IPs companies are approaching him, because I have a feeling it's not that many. Or it's ones like Duke Nukem, who haven't had a game or show release in the last fucking 20 years. They're like, yeah, sure, of course. we need to make money off this, guys. Yeah, I don't know. So I thought that was funny. Nothing too crazy. Again, Duke Nukem is just a whatever character. Another game that I literally only played, I believe, the Duke Nukem 3D, the only Duke Nukem I ever played, and it was fun. I enjoy that game, but like, it's not a good game. Duke Nukem's not a great character. He's goofy, he's funny, but whatever. Weird one to do a show for. I feel like I could understand a show for that one, because it feels like kind of like what I said. I feel like he's like a Deadpool kind of character where you could just do whatever you want with him, and people are gonna be like, yeah, I guess that's within his character, because his character is just broad. But it's also not gonna be very, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's probably not gonna be very fun to watch though. It depends on how they do the show too, because I mean, Devil May Cry was animated, but I guess they could do like a non-animated show, but that would be even worse. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. It'll probably be bad. All right, this is a trailer for Power World X Terraria. Terraria apparently has they're doing an update with Power World, and I did watch this trailer real quick. I don't know what it's gonna look like, so I don't know, but I thought this was just kind of a cool trailer, and I'm interested to see what the actual trailer looks like, or the actual game mechanics of this crossover actually end up looking like. All right, I feel like it looks pretty interesting. Apparently, it's tomorrow. Okay, well, I'll have to keep an eye out on what the actual fucking gameplay looks like. Because I felt like that was the one thing I saw. I was like, oh, that looks interesting, but I'm interested to see what it actually looks like. Very interesting. Rain just started hitting real hard. Ooh, I did expect there to be rain, so. I'm trying to see if they had anything that showed it, but I don't see anything right this second. I'll have to wait and maybe tomorrow, whenever the actual thing releases, try and find a video of it going. Could be really cool. Yeah, we were expecting that there was gonna be some rain, so not too surprising. All right, let's we just got well, we still have a good handful, so we'll keep on moving. Like I said, I wanted to try and get news out of here, or, you know, kind of get through all the news a little bit early so we can get a good chunk of SOMA started today. Oh yeah, I don't even know what this one was about. I haven't even got to see what this is. Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering card just made someone $40,000. $40,000. This is by Rhiannon Bevan. Generate a summary of the story. Perfect. That's what I want, because I can't read. At this point, we're all used to trading cards getting bought up and then resold for a ridiculous amount of money online. However, with this card in the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy run, there's a good reason why they're going so much online. There are only 77 of them in circulation. We are, of course, talking about the golden foil version of the Traveling Chocobo card. There are 77 of them available as part of the Final Fantasy Universe Beyond run with MTG, and we already know that someone was lucky enough to pull one and then resell it for around $40,000. That's kind of crazy. The individual who pulled the card got in contact with Wargamer to confirm that they were behind the sale, going by the username Zofer. He verified that he was behind the eBay listing, which put the card for $50,000 or best offer. Wargamer reportedly reports that it went for an offer instead, closer to $40,000. Then the asking price, the seller had actually put it up for $200,000 originally, but to little surprise, no one was interested. Zofer declined to share the exact amount that they had received for the card, but it's clear that it made him a hell of a lot richer. He says that he was pained to part with the golden chocobo as he is a Final Fantasy fan, but this figure would certainly be difficult to resist. Yeah, so I guess this is what the card looks like. Do we not have like a better version of what this card looks like? I mean, this is just like a mock-up or something of it, right? I don't know. I was hoping to see a little bit more of it. Yeah, but $40,000 is no fucking joke. God damn, right, man? That's crazy, but good for him. I wonder what these are going to end up selling like at some point. Whenever people start to pull them, because it sounded like he was one of the first, but I do want to check real quick. I love a Chocobo Magic card, though. Really? I don't know shit about Chocobos. Yeah, a couple people have like some other ones. Somebody has a Traveling Chocobo Borderless Neon Ink Green up for sale for about $1,400. Oh, nice. There, nice. You found a picture of it, dude. It does look pretty sick, actually. That's the one he sold. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this picture that they have there because you can't tell what the fuck it looks like, but you can see it in chat down here too. That's the actual gold look. Yeah, because there's a green ink one that looks fucking so cool. The regular holographic looks great, and the person only has $107 up on that one. Red or neon pink ink for 2,000. Yeah, people are selling these for way more than they probably should. I don't see any more gold ones up for sale right now. Does anybody know how to look for sold? I need to figure out how to do that, because I do want to see, like, one of the things I want to see is how much stuff sold for, but I don't know how to do that on mobile, or not mobile, on eBay. Dick and James at 69K. Why so much? Dick and James selling it for 69K. I feel like no shot. Yeah, I always want to see, like, I should just completed listings. Wait, what? The fuck happened? That's not what I wanted. Find your sold items. Advanced search tool and filter by sold. Advanced search tool. Where's the advanced search? More filters. God blessing, man. People to watch for another drop. Yeah, that's why I wanted to see. Man, because I just do not know how to do. Oh, oh my God. Fuck. Sold items. I haven't been messed with eBay in quite a while. Yeah, I'm there. I'm just looking. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I just don't do it that often. So, sold items. There we go. Neon pink. Yeah, I don't see any other sold gold ones right now. Because I think the guy said he did it off eBay. This guy up here. So let's look at some of the. I'll pull up some of the ones that are not the gold ones, because it's what's coming up right now. But they're looking at, like, the neon yellow chocobo for 1,500. But then they had a different borderless one for $85. Another neon yellow one for $840. So the pricing on these is all over the fucking place. Neon green one for 14, and then another neon green one for 1,000. Yeah, so there's not even, like, a good pricing on these. These don't like talk about, like, I can't see like what the PSA grading on them. I'm guessing it's these aren't even graded. I mean, they don't look graded either, but cool. Now I know how to search for sold on eBay. That was one of the things I wanted to learn, and now I know. Must be limited to, yeah, I assume all of the Magic the Gathering collaborations are all like limited, so those are, you know, any of those you're gonna get are probably somewhat limited. Yeah, nice finds on those other ones, and dropping them in the chat for us. Thanks, bro. All right, let's jump into our next one. Xbox new aggregated gaming library for PC gives a look at what to expect with the ROG Xbox Ally. This is by Wesley LeBlanc. Microsoft announced earlier this month that it's partnered with Asus to create the ROG Xbox Ally handheld device. Revealed it will let you play games across your entire Xbox library and other platforms like Battle.net, GOG, and Steam. Now, Xbox insiders can get their first look at how it might work on the dedicated handheld device when they launch later this year. Revealing in a new Xbox Wire blog post, Xbox Insider enrolled in the PC gaming preview can get the first look at the aggregated gaming library in the Xbox PC app for Windows 11 computers and handheld devices starting this week. Microsoft says this new library feature will be available this holiday with the Xbox Ally device. With this feature, users will see their Xbox library, available Game Pass titles, and all of your installed games from other PC game stores in an aggregated library. How do we not get to see it? Do we not get to see it? Is there not like a image of what this looks like? Okay. Well, I guess you could just check it out your goddamn self. Jesus. Yeah. So essentially, whenever the the ROG Xbox Ally or whatever drops, they want to have on there like an aggregated, a spot where you could just launch all your games. But it sounds like it's going to also be coming to the Xbox library on PC as well, which is kind of cool. I think that's kind of dope, actually. The Xbox PC app for Windows 11, yeah. So that'd be kind of cool. I think people want to see more and more ways of like finding all of your games in one spot. I feel like one of the things like on PC is like if you have that many different fucking stores, it's so hard to keep an eye on all of them because there's so many. Literally, I have to go through all of mine every so often just to see what I got. Like SOMA was one of the ones, like I knew I had it somewhere, so I had to go find where I had it. But luckily, on one of my spreadsheets, I did mark down. I started marking down where I have games that I want to play and where I have them at. So that one was not too bad. But it's just one of those things, like it's nice if they're like all in one area, and then if you have like a handheld, like that just makes it a little easier if they do kind of do the integrated or aggregated gaming libraries. Cool. I thought they were gonna have a better picture. I guess this is kind of what it looks like, or maybe it does. Who knows? So, let's get into our next one. Wesley and Poole wrote this one. Mind's Eye developer Build a Rocket Boy begins a layoff process amid disastrous launch. The studio source says. So I don't know how much you guys have been following the Mind's Eye release, but it's been pretty bad, and unfortunately, I think that the studio is gonna struggle, if not entirely collapse. Which I hope that's not the case, but I could see that happening. Build a Rocket Boy has told staff a redundancy process has begun amid the disastrous launch of Mind's Eye. The cuts could affect over 100 employees, studio sources have told IGN. One person who asked to remain anonymous in order to protect their career told IGN, "There's no word yet on exactly how many staff are affected, but the standard 45-day consultation Process starts today on June 23rd, which according to the UK law is triggered when an employer processes 100 or more redundancies within a 90-day period. IGN understands Build a Rocket Boy currently has around 300 UK employees with around 200 abroad. I seen how bad it is. Yeah, unfortunately, I think they were overly ambitious. Apparently it's from a person who came from Rockstar, who worked on Grand Theft Auto, and I think that Mind's Eye was supposed to be kind of like a Grand Theft Auto related kind of game, like an open world kind of that genre thing. I just don't think they could deliver on the promise that they wanted. I don't think that they're like, I don't think it was like I don't want to like bring them down, because I think overall probably a pretty cool company and everything, but they bit off more than they could chew. And then this was also the company that was like, that also at one point was saying like, or trying to allude to that Rockstar was sending nasty reviews and or paying people to give them nasty reviews and kind of stuff like that or whatever, which was all just speculation. There's an update here too we'll go over. Build a Rocket Boy has confirmed IGN's report that the redundancy progress has begun at the studio, issuing a statement that failed to say how many staff will be affected. The statement is published below. We can confirm that we had to make the painful decision to notify our hardworking team of some internal changes at Build a Rocket Boy. While we are working to reassign roles for many of those impacted by these game changes as possible, sadly, we are initiating a formal consultation process that may result in redundancies. This decision has not been made lightly, and we are committed to handling this process with transparency, fairness, and respect for all employees. We will provide further details to the team over the coming weeks. The launch of Mind's Eye has been a significant milestone for Build a Rocket Boy, but we know that we still have a lot more to grow our community in the coming years. The challenges we've faced have only strengthened our resolve, and we are deeply saddened by today's decision and thankful to our incredible team. This shift allows us to focus on delivering ongoing updates and perform optimizations for Mind's Eye, while also ensuring a long-term success of Build a Rocket Boy's future ambitions. Yeah, the game literally came out, and I believe on Steam was almost not playable. I'm just gonna look it up on SteamDB as well. Yeah, it struggled. They had 37% positive reviews. They peaked at 3,000 all-time players about 14 days ago, and playing right now 47 players. And that's pretty crazy. Yeah, so it's just the game struggled with a lot of issues, and I know that they're going to try and work on it. They're going to be like, I think they're going to try and make the game like better, but it's not going to be a No Man's Sky issue. Like, they're not going to make this game into a great game. They're just going to get it playable and then move on to their next game, which hopefully hopefully they do actually take what they're saying and saying like, this is a learning moment for them, and they can take this and make a better game in the future. I hope that's true, because I don't think it's I don't want it to be a developer team that makes one game and is just gone after that. They deserve to try for another game. But yeah, it struggled. It had a lot of problems, and just overall, I've just heard it was not a very good game too, which I think that could just be rush. Them trying to push this game out. I think they were also trying to get the game out before GTA 6 came out, because I think they also don't want to be compared to that game. They should have just taken some more time. Take the time you need. All right, let's jump into our last couple here. This one's by Grant Taylor Hill. System Shock 2 remaster console launch delayed to July. So System Shock 2 was doing a remaster, not a remake. Again, Those words are very specific. But yeah, System Shock 2 is getting a remaster, literally just kind of just a cleaning up for its 25th anniversary, which was supposed to launch in 2 days, but they pushed it back to July, and I think we'll go over why. It's a real tough one to compete with, especially when you are a person who came from that studio. You know that GTA 6 is going to be a big game, so you just don't want to compete with them. Like, you're always going to have your name tied to GTA's, and it's just nice if you don't gotta drop your game around that same time, right? Night Dive Studio, who is the one who did the remaster, or I believe worked on the remaster of System Shock 1. I believe it was. I should actually, or the remake of System Shock 1. System Shock remake. I should actually see who developed. Yeah, it was by Night Dive. Okay, I want to make sure. Night Dive Studio has announced a minor delay for System Shock 2's 25th anniversary remaster. The game was originally slated to be released on June 26th, but unforeseen issues have surfaced, preventing the launch. Now, System Shock 2 remaster will drop in the first 2 weeks of July, with the PC version sticking to the original date. As a confirmed date hasn't been given, it's entirely possible that further delays could occur. Yeah, it does sound like it's just going to get pushed back like a week or two. It doesn't sound like it'll be anything crazy, but again, yeah, there could be more. In a message posted on social media, the Night Dive Studio team explained, we have encountered issues that have prevented us from launching System Shock 2 25th anniversary remaster on consoles, including Xbox, Switch, PlayStation, on June 26th as originally intended. We are currently working to address these issues as quickly as possible. Because of this, we made the difficult decision to proceed with the game's release on PC on the 26th, with the console release now targeted for the first 2 weeks of July. We'll update everyone as soon as we have a set launch date for consoles. So if you're going to get it on PC, it'll still be in 2 days. You can still grab it. But as far as if you're going to get it on console, you'll have to wait a little bit longer. System Shock 2 will surface, which surfaced in 1999, emerged as a well-received survival horror title that turned heads worldwide. It was designed by Ken Levine, who would later go on to pioneer the development of the BioShock series. Yeah, really cool. I am not really interested in ever picking the remaster, but if a remake ever comes out, that would be great. If Night Dive does a remake of System Shock 2, I would love to do that. I would love to see that. I still want to see a System Shock 3 at some point. I know I don't know that there's any update on that right now, but System Shock 3 looked so good. They did say that there might be more updates on 3 within the year, so we'll see. Yeah, I wonder if they would consider doing a remake at this point, now that the remaster is just going to be out here in a little bit. Because a remake would be really cool. I'd love to go through a remake of it, but I don't want to go back through it just in the kind of the state it was, just looking nicer. All right, let's jump into the next one. So this is a trailer for the MetaQuest 3DS Xbox Edition. So a couple days ago, I found an article that was showing the leaks of this. I dropped it in the news, and I talked about this a little earlier, but I was a little conflicted because I don't usually show off like leaks and rumors and stuff, but I was like, everything looks super official. I was like, shit, I'm gonna drop it, and I'm just gonna say like, hey, this is heavily rumored, and we'll talk about it on stream, and we'll just say, hey, it's heavily rumored. And then they literally dropped this 11 hours ago, and I was like, okay, cool. So I can just show this and not talk about the article that I dropped. Cool. cool. We can just talk about the actual drop. I was glad because I felt like I was feeling like this conscious, like my conscience was like, bro, don't do this. I'm not trying to be like the you know, whatever, but I like to have like that, like let's not speculate on rumors, because that's how crazy shit goes around, right? We all start saying one thing and then that's not actually the truth. I don't like being that guy. So but yeah, I was glad that this came out and we could actually just talk about it. So let's take a look and we'll talk about it here in a second.
All eyes on me. I run this saga. 'Cause I'm a game changer. I'ma change it up. That's how I run it, yeah. That's how I run it. Can you keep up? Chitty bang, I run this thing. Run this thing. Chitty bang, I run this thing. Just saying.
Boom, boom, ba-doom. All right, so yeah, very, very small, but so here's kind of what I'm seeing now. Microsoft is just going to outsource all of the things that they should do to companies that are already doing it, which is fucking genius. Microsoft is making the right choices here by not making first-party things, but essentially having a third party make the hardware that they already make and just collaborating with them. It's actually kind of genius. Also, before we kind of get into a little more of the details, I will say, man, the black and green, Xbox got some good ass colors. I'm so sad at how good it looks. I'm so sad. Like even they were showing a little fucking, oh, god damn, it looks good. That's a nice color combo. It's a good move, right? I think it's a great move. Why put the R&D in when you can just have like a team do it for you, essentially? So it looks like, yeah, they're just gonna have like so it's gonna be a MetaQuest with some Xbox features. So you'll be able to probably do like the cloud gaming stuff. So you'll be able to play your games, you know, just like you would like through anything else that can stream like Xbox games. Because they even show like you can then use your controller with it and you're just, you know, you're playing in VR essentially. But then if there's VR games, Xbox can now offer them. Maybe they don't produce VR games, but you'll be able to play the VR games you want to play. Yeah, it's an easy collab. This is such a no duh situation. And I was like, damn, kind of Xbox kind of being huge right now. I'm man, I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not an Xbox guy, but I get it. Xbox is making some like really smart decisions in the last like a couple of months. I would say even like year. Like I know the acquisition of like some of the other things they've been doing and some of the layoffs, and we have a layoff conversation we'll talk about it in a minute, but the hardware side of like Xbox and stuff, like to do this and then the ROG Xbox Ally or whatever, like yeah, why R&D your own thing when there's a company that's already done the R&D and you just can do the collaboration with them? It's so smart. It's so smart. So yeah, they did. It was funny because I legitimately, one of the first things that I saw when I was looking, when I saw that rumor article was this box. And I was like, damn, that looks like a legit box, which is the reason why I put it in, because I was like, damn, that actually looks really legit. That actually could be real. Yeah, it literally was. So yeah, I could see this is what Xbox is gonna do going forward. Maybe not with their like main console hardware, but like, and maybe they will. Maybe they fucking will. Actually, that could be that. I mean, they could just find PC manufacturers, like builders or whatever, to make the new Xbox, and it could just be like essentially a PC, but then they run like custom software on it or something. They could fucking do that pretty easy, I think. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think Xbox is making some really savvy decisions lately. and I can't even be mad. Like I said, PlayStation, Nintendo, and obviously rock a Windows PC, but like, I was never an Xbox guy, but I can't help but admire what they're doing. I think they're just making smart decisions. But that being said, let's jump into our last one, which, let me take back a little bit of what I said then. Microsoft is planning a major Xbox layoff next week. This is by Tom Warren. Microsoft is also planning thousands of job cuts that will impact other parts of the businesses. So listen, okay. I did just praise them for some of their hardware decisions. I think they're doing a great job. But Microsoft has also been the company that has been laying off a ton of people. And you would think if you're making these smart decisions, that wouldn't be the case. It's the case. Microsoft is planning to cut jobs in the company's Xbox gaming business as early as next week. I first reported in Notepad earlier this month that Microsoft was planning Xbox layoffs potentially by the end of the month, and now Bloomberg says a round of major layoffs is due next week. I understand managers at Microsoft have been briefed about Xbox cuts and wider layoffs in other parts of Microsoft businesses. The upcoming cuts are also expected to hit Microsoft's sales organization just at the start of the new financial year. Microsoft is planning to restructure parts of the Xbox business as it looks ahead to its next generation of consoles. One source tells me Microsoft is restructuring Xbox distribution across Central Europe, resulting in some Xbox operations ceasing in some regions. These latest layoffs will be in addition to the 6,000 cuts Microsoft has already made in May, and on top of more than 300 impacted earlier this month. Any major Xbox cuts will be the latest in a series of big gaming-related layoffs over the past 18 months, after Microsoft laid off 1,900 Activision Blizzard and Xbox employees in January of 2024, and then in May 2024, the company closed several game studios, including Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks and Redfall developer Arcane Austin. Microsoft also laid off 650 more Xbox employees in September, and also cut around 1,000 employees from its HoloLens and Azure cloud teams in June last year. So Microsoft is a huge layoff company. Huge. But like I said, I know I was talking about some of their business strategies with the Xbox hardware stuff. Like, they're making good decisions. You would hope those good decisions would lead to people not getting laid off, but at the current point, yeah, it seems like they are restructuring, which is fucking weird. Why? I mean, it's not. I guess I shouldn't say that because obviously it's the new financial year and they're going to be restructuring to be more lean because everybody wants to be more lean and whatever. So you're rooting for Xbox layoffs? No, that's right. That's right. I want people to lose their jobs. That's why we talk about all these layoffs all the time, because I just fucking love them. No, for real. I mean, it sucks. It sucks that Microsoft is such a big company, and then they can just lay off tons and tons and tons of people. But yeah, my words are always the same for this. Hopefully, those people get good severance. They get good job placement help, and hopefully, they find jobs doing something that they love. Sooner than later. Yeah, layoffs literally suck. It's crazy too, because you would think, man, like I said, they're making these what seems like great business decisions on not spending money on hardware development, but then they can't fucking afford to pay people. So I don't know. All right, that is gonna wrap it up for our news today. We're gonna hang out a little bit, play some SOMA here in just a few. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up our news. Thank you all, and I'll see y'all on the other side. Lots of news today, but we got through it pretty quick. Not super quick, but pretty quick. I'm gonna take a quick 5 here. That way I can hit the bathroom and do all those kinds of fun things. But I wanna get this knocked out now so that we can jump into some SOMA. I don't know how I'm doing this. If I'm doing this mouse and keyboard, if I'm doing this controller, I don't know what the best way. Best game input for SOMA. Okay. Well, it looks like both are fine. Controller and mouse and keyboard. So we'll try mouse and keyboard first. First person, probably mouse. Is it first person? I've not seen anything about this game. Legitimately, I'm actually surprised. I have not seen shit about this, so I'm very excited. All right, yeah. Let me grab a quick 5-minute break here. Like I said, let me hit the bathroom, do all those kinds of fun things. Oh, real quick, let me do something real quick. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, this is taking me a little bit longer than I had hoped. Cool, that's all I wanted to do. I thought it was first person. I don't know, it could be, man. Also, I wanted to do this. Let me see if it works. Yeah. Make sure you guys grab your check-in rewards if you have not. I'm gonna grab a quick 5 here. If you need to get up, stretch, hit the bathroom, get something to eat, something to drink, whatever you gotta do, just meet me back here in 5.
Oh, hello there, young man. Thank goodness you're here. My drain pipes are all blocked up over there.
Okay.
I need them cleaning out. Won't you give it a go?
Very weird. Oh no. Oh, you are the best. You are the best people I've ever met in my life. Don't. Hold on. How you like that? Ah, yes. I just wanted to do a finisher on you, bro.
We'll definitely do it. Thank you.
You can talk with me anytime. And why you looking at that ocarina so weirdly? I wish I wouldn't have showed you that song.
The fucking face.
New boot goofing. Ah, shit! Fuck you! Hey, buddy. Yeah, there we go. I have to stick on this thing. Holy shit, my dude. Bro, you scared the hell out of me. Yeah. I don't know who was like, bro, you gotta cut. You gotta get the cut, bro. You gotta go see the barber, my dude. And he was like, how do I get it cut? And they were like a 5-year-old. I'm sorry, Adam. Whoever the barber was, he probably shouldn't have tipped him. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If you gave him a dap on the way out, he shouldn't have. Whoa! What the fuck is this music? What is this? How can you not know? Do you feel pain anywhere? That's a very hard question. Make it softer. That's a hard question. Can you make that? Can you make it a softer question? How can I make a question softer? That's very strange. Have you tried pulling your eyes off? It helps sometimes.
You came across a horrible man standing behind some boulders. He caught me off guard. Not supposed to see me till further down the road. Say, I like me a gamble. If you can pick a boulder that has gold in it, you can keep it. Show me where to strike. Dag nabbit, no gold.
What the fuck do I do?
Oh, shoot. Come on. Oh my gosh, what's hitting me? No! No! You little thing! Oh my... Let's see what is fry. All right, welcome on back. Welcome. I'm gonna get our game started up and get everything set. This is gonna probably just take a second. I'm gonna mute this real quick. I didn't set the I didn't set where the sound should go to, which always usually means that it's just gonna blare into one of my outputs. I'm gonna try and mute this real quick so it does not do that. Nope, it's still doing it. Okay, cool. Let me do. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to probably restart it now that I set that. Actually, can I set it in here? No. Oh, I'm gonna turn that on though. At least we don't hear it. Exactly. That's why I did that, man. I made sure that I tried to mute it so that way you guys don't have to hear it blaring into your ears. I am what some would call a pretty decent streamer sometimes, you know? Pretty good streamer. Not all the time, but sometimes, you know? Sometimes your guy understands some things on how to be a decent streamer. Like not blaring the sound straight into your guys' ears. You know? You know, man? Also, I don't have a good way of doing this. I need to figure out if Epic has a good way of doing the screenshots. I do them on Steam all the time, and I love it. I love it so much. But I don't have a good way of doing it here. So, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's jump into. We're gonna get into some SOMA. Let me jump over here actually. Right now we're gonna stay up in the top left. But okay, so this is gonna be my first time ever playing SOMA or even seeing anything from SOMA. I've literally never seen anything about this. I should actually. Yeah, I have not seen anything about this game. I have not, great stream etiquette. I know, man. I've not seen anything. The only things I have ever heard is that this game is pretty phenomenal. It is a really good game and a really good story. So, you know, it's time to play it for myself and figure out if that's true. If it's true for me. I do have a streamer friend who felt this game was pretty overrated and thought it's not a good game. So, you know, listen, the only one I know of that has said that, but nonetheless, it's interesting to see and to hear, and let's see who is correct. I'm just gonna stay on normal, are dangerous, and can kill you. You need to think and sneak to survive. The way the game was designed from the start. Safe. Oh, there's normal and safe. Okay, cool. We're just non-normal then. That's easy. That's easy. Oh, I could do that. So there's monsters, you say? Reality is that which, when you stop believing in it, doesn't go away. Okay.
Are you okay, Simon? I think you're bleeding.
Oh, that's nothing. It's just my brain can't stop bleeding from the accident.
What?
Here, take this.
No, that's for later, for the scan.
It's green.
Ashley, I need to tell you something.
Simon, please don't make this weird.
No, it's not like
Please.
that. Why now?
Who's David Munchie?
Why is there never enough time?
What the fuck? Oh.
Christ. Yeah, I'm up.
Hi, Simon Jarrett?
Yeah,
What
that's
the
me.
fuck?
My name is David Munchie. We spoke earlier.
The brain scan. I remember.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a bad dream. Are we still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind you to drink the tracer fluid I sent you. It'll help me capture a better image of the damages.
Don't worry, I got it somewhere.
Okay, great. Well, see you in a couple of hours then.
Okay, see you soon.
Interesting. What the absolute hell? Okay, this feels decent. Wow, really not getting a lot of FPS on this game. Oh, 0 FPS. Oh, is it just not counting in my frame
Where
thing?
did I put the tracer fluid?
Is it? What the fuck is happening? Let me go to my options. Display? Yeah, everything is fine. I mean, we good. I'll have to see how this. Just sitting here, like I have a little FPS counter or whatever. I'm getting like 60 or whatever. I don't know why at 60. Is the game just kind of badly optimized? I don't know. Okay, so we were talking with somebody and then
Radioactive tracer fluid, where are you?
buddy, it's chill. And so then we get into a car crash? What the fuck? Oh. While holding an object to throw it. I mean, I guess that threw it. Oh, that threw. Okay. Can I turn on the lights?
Nothing but fast food. Should buy something healthier on my way home.
We'll see, buddy. There's tracer fluid for his appointment. That's right. Could you imagine just being a hooligan like this guy.
Hey Simon, it's Jesse. You working this weekend or what? I knew there was something you were doing. Was it this weekend or next? Anywho, just shoot me a mail or something. Love you, miss you, mean it.
End of messages.
I swear, that guy has the memory of a goldfish. I even sent an email to remind him, didn't I?
Didn't you? Didn't you? Wow, what the absolute hell? Massive recoil. John Hugh is a corrupt cop working in Hong Kong. One day, his life is turned upside down as he meets Amber, a mysterious foreigner who is kept prisoner by the Golden Dragon Triad. Get ready to go rogue, for it's time to go against the Triad, the police, and the supernatural forces of the Underground. Get ready for massive recoil. Beautiful. Great. Grand. Am I supposed to read this? Mapping minds. Widely praised as one of the most comprehensive yet accessible texts about the anatomy of the human brain, its function, and our perception of consciousness. Find out how your brain is dependent on its body, why the brain is simply not a computer, and a multitude of other interesting facts that will make your head spin. This edition also includes 2 new chapters about the development of the brain and how it affects our behavior in different stages of our lives. Interesting.
Rick fucking Master!
Plenty. What's happening? Just getting started, Plenty. Just getting in, trying to figure out what the hell we're doing. Oh, that seems interesting. Let me see what this is real quick. That's a cute drawing. Get well soon, love, Mom. Okay, so am I getting well because of the accident that took place at the beginning of this? Like, I mean, obviously I'm confused because the game wants me to be, but like, it is kind of crazy. Plenty, how you doing? How has your day been? Has it been really ridiculously warm where you're at? I know that's been happening in a lot of places. Oh, some feet in the sand. Is this somewhere I could go? This game is kind of fucking pretty. Not like the crazy way, you know, like one of those like over the top, but like, you know, it's got like it's you know, doesn't look like a 2016 game. This is from David Munchie, who was the guy who just called us, from April 30th, 2015. Thank you again for participating in our research. The scan will be performed at the Pace Laboratories in Toronto, but since we are guests, our access is a bit unpredictable. We'll try to schedule a session for Saturday. I'll get back to you when confirmed. New prescription. This is by Eric Peak from April 28th, a couple days earlier. Dear Mr. Jarrett, I'm happy to hear your headaches have become less frequent. Your latest tests show your brain is slowly recovering, but it's still too early to tell how well it will adjust to the damage. The bleeding will continue over the coming months at least, and you will need to come to the hospital a few times to drain the cavity to prevent the blood from building up in pressure. Since excessive stress could be fatal, I have written you a prescription for Prazosin to help you with your nightmares. Please read the instructions and medicate accordingly. Try to get lots of rest, and I'll see you next week. Jess, the grime.
Hit send.
More. Saturday off. Since you probably forgot, here's me reminding you that I've got the doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm not coming into work. That means you need to make sure you're actually on time to open up the store. And please unpack the boxes behind the counter. They are starting to become a workplace hazard. Also, book book tend to sell much better if they are put on shelves where people were able to actually see them. Good luck. You'll need it, Simon. Yeah, go ahead and send that. Oop,
Better late than never.
Is there anything else I can do here, actually? No. There's a heat wave for the eastern seaboard this week. Yeah, we're getting a ton of heat. It's been like mid 90s, but super humid. So we've been feeling it here. What's happening? That was so weird. I felt like it was making a P sound for a second, and I thought we were getting into the prequel of the prequel. For real, where the fuck is that tracer fluid though? You know, bro, where the fucking tracer fluid at? Holy shit!
Summer's coming. Hope it's a good one.
Oh, it will be a good one, buddy. Because you and I... Oh my God, buddy. I don't know what you're getting into. Oh, you do photography. You do the photography, huh? What's in here? Cinema variety. Summer blockbuster. Massive Recoil 2, Flawless Execution. Oh shit, there's gonna be another Massive Recoil, or whatever that shit was called. Downtown accident kills young woman. Oh shit. Yesterday, a driver distracted by her children ran a red light, causing her to blindside a car in the intersection of Blood Street and Sapina Road. The mother and her children traveling in a robust SUV were left bruised but largely unharmed. The other party was less lucky, as the car crashed into the passenger side. Ashley Hall, 23, sustained devastating damages and suffocated from blood trapped in her lungs before the ambulance arrived. Her friend and driver, Simon Jarrett, who's 26, survived, but with complicated results believed to leave him with permanent brain damage. The driver of the SUV, whose name blank, has been released by police, claim it was accident practically unavoidable. It was an accident. Okay. Well, now we know that's about us. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So we were having a nightmare based upon that then. And that's what we're going to get scanned for. Interesting. Okay, let's start back over here again. We need to find the tracer fluid. We don't know where the fuck the tracer fluid's at. Bro, where the fuck did you put the tracer fluid, man? Did you hide it from yourself? Hooked? I'm not gonna read everything here, you know? I can't read everything, you know? Okay, control is crouch. Just making sure what we know is what.
There it is.
Oh, there it go. There it go. Fucked up little premise, bro. I'd expect no less. Remind Jess, pick up meds, flowers for funeral. Flowers for funeral. That's like, was it that recent that all this happened? Gulp, 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 gulp.
It feels like milk, but the taste, it's like sucking on a penny.
Ew. Okay, I think we're good to go, right? Let's get the fuck out of this bitch. Let's go to the doctor. Let's get our brain scanned up. You say nothing works or nobody works? I'd like to have that conversation with you, sir. Oh, never mind. This is my stop.
Jesse.
Hey, Simon. I got your email. Just wanted to wish you good luck and let you know I got you covered.
Thanks. I should be able to come to the store after this.
Thanks,
scan.
Jesse.
Don't sweat it. I got Matt and Chris helping me out.
Matty from SNL?
Guess you didn't hear? He's coming in full time, working the comics section.
That's Ashley's job.
Yeah, well, you know.
Forget it. Not doing her any favors by leaving an empty spot. Not like she's coming back.
Well,
oh my God, bro, chill.
Hope they find a way to reverse the whole.
She died recently, maybe?
Dying thing.
Dying thing? You're the worst support ever.
What should I say?
I'll see you later, Jesse. Don't burn the place down while I'm gone.
Over and out, buddy.
Find me in a voting booth. All the big setup.
Do I get up? Like, what happens here? Damn, that guy was. I mean, listen, we don't know how long it's been since the accident, and so I mean, it's kind of just this, weird like. They're obviously keeping us in the dark a little bit purposefully.
Hello? Dr. Munchie?
Bro, what is this doctor's office? This is the sketchiest doctor's office I've ever fucking seen. Why are the lights half off? Let me turn those on for you, Dr. Munchie.
Where is everyone? Thought this place would be busy.
Also, half painted, covering the... I mean, like, I get this is what you do when you're painting, but, like, is this a new paint, or are you painting because... You just moved here. Like, what is this paint about? Where's the receptionist? Where do I complain? Where do I complain that my visit was not to my liking? Biometrics.
This is the place, right? It must be. Let's just call Machi real quick.
Yeah, that's a good idea, buddy.
Great. Got his phone turned off. That's okay. I can figure this out.
What? What do you mean? No, you go home, man. What are you talking about? Figure this out. What are you talking about? What the fuck is this, though? Bro, what are you talking about? We should not be figuring anything out. That's not how this works. You don't just barge into your doctor's office. Put your scalpel away. The brain can help it itself. Oh, okay. Munchie and Berg. Okay. Interesting. This is so strange. Literally, I don't know why we're touching stuff we really should not be. Holy fuck. Okay. Paul, where are you? We've got a few hours. I got a hold of Simon Jarrett. Let's do this. I saw your laptop is in the reception. Are you already here? Call me ASAP. Okay, so it's been a little bit. Oh, I didn't even look at what the laptop said at my house, because there was a couple of things from like the doctor at that point, but I didn't even see if the newspaper had like a date on it either. But the computer has a date, so we would have known that. I just didn't put those things together. And this is Paul Berg's email. So he was at the reception desk for some reason. Hi, Paul. Talked to Pace about using the lab this week. I managed to book the scanner for tomorrow morning and again on Friday. It's not a lot, but they say we could use the empty reception area as a kind of office. It would allow us to use their computers to run, model, and also, if a time slot opens, we can get in there and use the scanner rig right away. I thought we could run some tests tomorrow. We could do a scan of each other to learn the equipment. It's supposed to be pretty easy. On Friday, I'm hoping Dr. Erin Peak will send somebody over. She has a patient that recent in a car crash. Should be interesting. We're locked out. I found some extra time in the lab today. Unfortunately, nobody told us about the code change, so I called security, talked to Professor to have him vouch for our project, and finally got a hold of some honcho over at Pace legal department that could re-grant us permission to the lab. I'm not allowed to repeat the code in emails or text. I'll leave a note somewhere in case we forget. Motherfucker. So we gotta find the fucking code somewhere. Of course we do. It's got to be that one right there, right? Right at the bottom there. 2 5 0 1. Maybe. Let's try it. Let's try it. Oops, I fucked up. Beep. I guess we're just breaking in. Hello, doctor? Are you here? Hold shift while moving to run? Why would I want to run, though? Any reason? Hello? Yo, Limbo, what's happening, buddy? How you doing? How was your vacation? Man, Limbo just, well, or was, or is, in Tennessee. Literally the same fucking place I just was. His wife posted something. Bro, this looks sketch. I'm gonna close that up. His wife posted something the other day, and I was like, holy shit. Like, that's literally the place I just was. Let me go in here real quick. That looks like my doctor over there. That looks like my doctor. Good, man. Mine was great, dude. I did a stream on last Tuesday, and I went over everything. Showed off a bunch of pictures and shit, man. It was cool. I saw you got to do that dome walk. How was that, man? I really wanted to do that, and we didn't get to. Home? Good, man. Glad you're safe. Home. That's got to be a couple hours more. Did you drive it? Because it was like 8 hours for us, man, to drive. So it's got to be more for you. Super cool, man. Way up in the clouds. Really? That's cool. Actually, it was also 8 hours. Okay, yeah, I guess maybe it's similar, just more direct then. Cool, that's dope. 8 hours. Klingman's Dome was the one. Yeah, man, we wanted to do it. I got a couple of, there was a shirt that I wanted to get. That I was showing off on stream. It was a shirt we found at this place that was like, dude, I am so high up this mountain. This shit was killing me. Funny as fuck. Game is so good, dude. So far it's been pretty good. I mean, we're just getting in, obviously, so we're just at this point of, like, you know, where we have no idea what the fuck is happening. You know, obviously.
Oh, hi.
Doctor.
Didn't hear you come in. Simon Jarrett, right?
Dr. Munchie?
Well, it's just Mr. Munchie, but I'm working on it. Actually, you're helping me right now.
Is this part of your thesis work?
Wait, yeah. What the fuck?
It's a study I'm doing with my colleague, Paul Berg. We hope to design a gentle way to work with brain reconstruction. to help people like you. Oh, did you
Not a doctor.
take the tracer fluid?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Great. Well, we can start whenever you're ready.
Buddy, you're not a doctor? Why am I here? This is sketchy AF, bro. Also, I'm not smart enough to know what's going on these screens, so you're lucky. You're lucky, buddy, because I wish I knew, because then I would tell you about how you're about to do something weird to me, bro. It's a startup.
Please,
bro,
have a seat.
He's about to fuck with my brain, man. I don't like this. Scary. All right, let's do it. Let's go. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're about to get brained up.
All right, let me just get this out of the way.
Wait, what?
You are Simon Jarrett, correct?
Right.
Toronto, Canada, Munchie. Born 1988, July 16.
Right.
Flat neurograph, version 6. Good. All files in order.
Will this hurt?
It's just a scan. It'll hurt about as much as getting your picture taken.
Indians thought cameras would steal their souls.
Is that so? Well, let's hope they're wrong. Ready? Say cheese.
I think we call them Native Americans now, Simon. It's kind of rude, actually, if you ask me. Oh. Damn, Simon's not very woke.
What happened?
Oh, good. The guy who's not a doctor.
Hello?
Oh, good.
Mr. Munchie?
This is great. This seems good.
Did something go wrong?
Great. This doesn't seem at all like bad.
This isn't funny.
Buddy, I can't see a goddamn thing. What is this? Oh. Bro, this is not where I fell asleep at.
What is this place?
This is not the same place. This is not the same place. What the hell? What the hell? Also, Limbo, man, I meant to tell you. Well, I mean, I know you've been gone, so I haven't gotten to tell you. But, dude, I did finish System Shock. Obviously, that's why I'm on SOMA. But, bruh, I got to. Oh. I beat System Shock last week. And yeah, man, that game was still pretty good. The ending was really tough. But it was pretty fucking good, man. All right, let's see what the hell we're supposed to do here. The Omni tool to access. Omni tool chip installer. Where the fuck is the Omni tool? Do I have an Omni tool? Oh, let's see. All right, I don't have an Omni tool. Where the fuck is an Omni tool? Who has an Omni tool? Also, for real, that guy's not a doctor. How the hell is he allowed to do all that shit he was doing? You know? That shit just doesn't seem right to me. Oh, man. Huh. What did you think? I thought it was actually very good, man. Oh, this is the toolbox right here. How do you open the toolbox? Yeah, I thought it was pretty awesome. After being done with it, I felt like the difficulty was good. It ended up being like the right difficulty, where after I was done, I felt pretty accomplished about it. I thought it was good. I think it's worth playing. I think I definitely got pretty roughed up a couple of times, but like I said, I felt like that just added to the enjoyment. But that being said, you know, it's definitely tough. It's not I don't think it's for everybody, you know. For real, what the fuck am I doing actually? TBH. Okay. I thought maybe I could, like, I don't know, open something or do something. How long did it take me? I did 22 streams of it, and I probably, let's say I did an hour each of those streams. Probably, you know, I probably averaged about an hour on those streams, maybe a little more. So I would say between like 25, 30 hours. It's not crazy long, but that was also a lot of trial and error, not knowing what the hell I was supposed to do. Oh. Ah, shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at your boy. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm learning how this game works. It did not give me any idea. He was doing some neural link shit, right? That shit is crazy. All right. Yeah, I didn't feel bad. I felt pretty good about how everything worked out with that game. I like I said, I definitely felt good about it after beating it, which is a lot to say after the fact. You know, it's one of those ones where you're like, afterwards you're like, damn, I actually felt good about that. Everybody feels good after they beat a game, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell how much you liked a game afterwards. But yeah, I liked it. I don't know how much I'm supposed to be like looking around and doing shit. Like how much exploring should I be doing? Like, I mean, I'm vibing, you know, right? So how much, I don't know how much of that I should be doing and how much I'm just, you know, whatever's. I feel like that's what I'm kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just kind of in vibe mode. Check everything out, you know? Enjoy it. See what's happening here. All right. Huh. This is so weird. Oh man, everything sounds a little loud too, so let me know if the volume is a problem or anything. Oh man, it is really hard to see. This game is a little dark and my eyes are getting blasted with a lot of light right into them right now, so hard to fucking see a damn thing. Holy shit, what's happening? Whoa. The world's breaking, guys. Excuse me, what? What was that squelchy sound? Oh, those are like robots. Like actual motherfuckers. Die, you robo motherfuckers. The fuck you think we're supposed to be doing here? fuck was that about?
Can you talk? Can you talk like the others?
The fuck?
Why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
You want some structure, Joe? Yeah, you do. So weird.
What the fuck?
Doesn't make any sense.
Structure, Joe.
I'm gonna shut you down now, okay? Yeah, you're creepy as hell, so I'm gonna shut you down.
How did I do that?
What the fuck is that? Am I supposed to be worried about something? What the hell is happening? Lean? Oh no, it's another lean game? Oh, mother effer. Godspeed, Spider-Man. You think it's that way, guys? Where the door got ripped open? Damn. All right, well, not what I was expecting. Man. Real quick, hold up. Real quick, like, let me do something. Do. All right. Sorry, the game is like wildly, like, I don't know, it almost looks like it's like running, like not running like ass, but like frame rates are all over the fucking place. So I'm just trying to figure out I don't know if I need to do something or anything. It look like it's still running good. I don't know. All right, so we touched a robot, and then we heard somebody talking potentially to the robot, and there's all this weird goo. Interesting. We touch this robot? Hello. No, we cannot touch you. That was a one and done robot experience. Yeah, what the fuck happened? This game is gotten really weird, bro. Like, all of a sudden, it was just... Uh-oh. You see this sign right here? And I was like looking at it, it was like doing some weird things. Like the red was coming through the poster there a little bit. Kind of weird. Oh, there it goes. Kind of strange. Yeah, we're getting a brain scan, and all of a sudden we're in this fucking metallic area. Oh. Chance of being noticed. Noticed by what? I can't even fucking see anything, guys. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Does anybody fucking know? Getting it's getting crazy out here. I do. Bro, it feels like game. Oh, that doesn't sound good. The game seems a little more horror than I expected, actually. Kind of dope. All right, well, let's try to get that. Well, I guess we go through that door, right? Also, is there a... Oh, there is a save and exit kind of thing. I guess we try and just open this door up, right? Fuck it. That seems okay. Really? I don't know any. I literally came into this game. I don't know anything about this game. I've never seen a single second of this game. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting into, even a little bit. I've just heard that the game is phenomenal. I like it too so far. I just didn't know what I was getting into, you know? The Omni Tool version 2.5. How much of this do I need to read? The Omni Tool is an advanced interface for accessing, managing, and controlling computerized systems. The onboard intelligent includes an open set of behaviors and protocols to enable the user to automate routines, actions through basic logical charts. Over time, the Omni Tool will automatically adapt its program to cover conscious, subconscious behavior to optimize work and minimize user error. The Omni Tool has a short-range signal useful for basic or automated actions such as opening doors while performing complex operations. The Omni Tool should be physically connected to a workstation or terminal. To upgrade your device, simply slide operators into main or auxiliary slot. All right, I don't think we need to know that. I think we're good. I think we can just take the Omni Tool and just AI helper Jane. Ah, thanks, Jane. Tab to see your inventory. Use tab to see your inventory. Cool, that's my inventory, I guess. All right, I guess we're still sneaking around a little bit. I think we're going back that other way now. Yeah, this is cool so far. I don't know. I'm still just kind of in this weird, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, obviously, but like, the lights look great, bro. This whole thing looks pretty cool. That's what I was saying. I feel like the game looks pretty cool. All right, so here's the one thing I feel like I'll kind of say up front while we're doing this. I feel like this is one of those games that has like something that like turns everything on its head at some point, right? I feel like that's kind of one of the things I know, and I don't need anybody to say yes or no, anything like that. I'm just gonna hypothesize a little bit. So I feel like it's one of those ones, even knowing that, I go into this already kind of having that feeling like I'm like questioning just everything. Yeah, hello? You coming down or what's happening, buddy? And maybe that'll be wrong. Maybe that's kind of the subversion that's gonna even hit me even more because I'm looking for it, and that'd be cool. It'd be cool if they like hit me with something different than even I expect. Error. Okay. All right. No. I don't need you to do it again. We're good. Put that shit away, bro. But I feel like I'm just going into this like the whole time, like, what's the twist? Wait, what you looking for? I missed it. I want to know. Oh, I was saying, I feel like the one thing I've kind of like known about this game, not that I specifically know, like I said, I didn't want chat to like tell me like yes or no, but like I feel like one of the things I've kind of heard is like that there's like a twist, like there's a or something, there's some way that makes you look at like everything that's happened, you know, something that kind of, but I don't, so it makes me feel like I'm playing this game just kind of always with that in my mind. Maybe there was something back in that room I need to go back through and get. So I kind of have like that in my mind like the whole time when I'm playing, like, oh, is there something I'm supposed to be looking for? Oh, maybe I need to take it back to that first room. Let's see. Should we just fucking yeet it though? Like just fucking go? Oh, look at this thing. I think we could just... Oh, I thought it was just gonna yeet it. Yeet Central. But yeah, like, so like my whole thought is like, whoa, is there something I'm missing? This looks like oil though. It's got that like iridescent shine to it or whatever. So yeah, my whole thought is like, what is it? What is it that you're supposed to be doing? What's happening? Is there something? Yeah, so and maybe that's gonna be the genius of this game, where it's gonna, like, you know, eventually I'm just gonna kind of have that idea of like, well, that's what it's supposed to be. But then like later on, I'm like, oh shit, it actually got me because that's what I was looking for. There's some light down there. Is that what that stinger was for? No, that's not the room I wanted. It's one of the first rooms I was in. Yeah, for the old M Night. And M Night Shyamalama Ding Dong.
It's working better than expected. They're having a really hard time getting the doors open.
I'll permaseal as many as you can, rather not take any chances.
Roger. Did you cut off the factory floor?
All done? Should keep most of them out. I'm on my way to lock off the comm center.
Just make sure to leave a way out of here.
Trust me, I'll get you the data safe and sound. We just need to make sure we're leaving our power running so we don't have to return.
I hear that. See you back at camp.
Cool. Oh, no, the one didn't turn off. Sorry. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. There we go. Appropriate ambiance. Felt. Ah, see? This is what I was thinking. What's happening, Cyclo? You ever seen anything of this game, man?
Service console Optimum 3, including pilot seat, activated.
System status. Run setup. Warning. Remote access denied. Service offline. Main power suspended. Initiate WAU setup. Program unreliable. Denied. Emergency systems. 13 days remaining. It had a self-induced panic attack. So no. Really? She didn't like it? It's not even that bad so far. 3 progress. S6 scan SJ. That's me, Simon J. Upsilon. Theta Cash. SJ is me. That's weird. Unfold. Sub. Yeah, Simon Jarrett. David Munchie. Toronto. Okay, that's cool. It was terrifying. She left the first room. Oh. Yeah, it's not been that scary yet. I get it though. It's not one of those ones where you like, if you don't like scary games, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Orientation.
I know they told you that field
Oh, here we go.
would get full access through outposts.
Yeah, it's not been bad. It's cool. I like it so far.
That's not gonna happen. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to get in your way. We need you guys to keep this place up and running. But there needs to be at least some level of security on these things. I don't want to hear you barge into some quarantined area at Omicron and just knock down the whole place with some virus or whatever the hell they're doing over there. This is what you can do. You'll be able to use it to open doors. Basically all of them. If you can't, there's something wrong or someone didn't want you in there. Then what do? You shove that Omnitool into a terminal and see if you can't get around it somehow. I mean, sometimes you'll need to get into places where you don't belong. Just find a way. You're an engineer, for crying out loud. What else? Take care of your gear. Don't be an asshole. That's about it, really.
Perfect.
My name is John Strohmeyer, Pathos 2 security operative. I got an office at Theta. Come see me if you got any issues you can't handle yourself. Good luck.
Good luck. Okay, John seems nice. Manage tool chip. Welcome back, Luis Miron. Yeah, the game, I mean, has been like jumpy, but like it hasn't been like jump scares or anything, but I'm sure that'll change. And it'll probably be a little bit terrifying, or not terrifying, but like kind of like horror related. Your Omni tool is in perfect condition, but not fitted with a tool chip. Note that without a tool chip, your FST kit will be unavailable, including your cross-site security access. Continue using your designated privileges. Please insert a tool chip and run an update. Okay. Your Omni tool is in perfect condition. You're currently being serviced by the default onboard intelligence helper Jane. Note that installing a Cortex chip will override that helper and may severely alter your user experience. Okay, so we need to unlock the toolbox. And then we got to get whatever's in the toolbox and then put it in.
Tool chip found.
Update it. Deep in your own head. Yeah.
Updated.
I didn't know that she didn't like horror type games, so I could understand though. They're definitely not one of those things that are for everybody. So pilot seat. Fuck, man, there's so much shit in here. Let's do this. In progress. Holy fuck. That's too much information. Oh, the lights kind of came back on. Damn, look how fucking this lighting is kind of insane, guys. It's actually kind of great. We could sit with this lighting for the rest of the game, if you, or for the rest of today, if you guys don't mind it. I feel like it's kind of ominous. You're welcome. Thanks for breaking it. I'm just saying, it's kind of sick, right? Pilot seat 3 offline. No pilot found. No pilot found. No pilot. Oh, bad. Reports. Pilot report number 01053. Pilot Carl Semkek. Support Amy Azaros. Vehicle Tugger. Oh, that sounds funny. Task: replace heat shield from the Southern Flu. Result: success. Note: Semek reported uncharacteristic levels of nausea after the mission. Diagnostic shows a spike of electromagnetism surrounding the pilot helmet, which is believed to be the cause of Semek's symptoms. No indication of what created this anomaly. The pilot system has become increasingly unreliable. Everyone who's been using it the last couple of months has been given, or has been having headaches and smell. Oh my god, what is wrong with my head? See, I need to do this scan. Everybody who's been using it the last couple of months has been having headaches and spells of nausea. Last week, Gavin was knocked out for 30 hours when trying to direct a helper cluster. This is not acceptable. We'll figure this out, but for the time being, I'm shutting down the usage of the pilot system. This means you will have to do some more heavy lifting, performing the operations through programming or physical labor. No one is happy about it, so don't bother complaining. The pilot system. I wonder if the pilot system must be like those robots that are hanging up and shit. Lots of reading. So far it has been, but I'm okay with that so far. I don't mind it. I think we're just going back, but whatever. I want to see what happened over here. Oh, so there is something over here. Oh, is this the chained way? Okay, yeah, we could do that. Yo. What's happening? Title, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Hopefully you had a great stream playing some more Doom. Welcome on in, everyone. We're doing a little bit of a game called SOMA. So far, it's been pretty spooky. How was your stream, buddy? Yeah, title if you need to raid and run, make sure that you do so. Sweet Influence, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Finished up Doom. How did you feel about it after you finished it up? I mean, I feel like I wish there was a map or something. This is the one I wanted to go back to. Wanted to open this door here. It's funny that we just came from playing System Shock. Now we're doing this, which feels like very much like another System Shock like fucking game. And fucking BioShock like. Holy shit, what is this? Damn, they just stole BioShock's everything, huh? Wow. This is cool. I liked a lot. Wasn't crazy about a couple of the sections, and there was one story bit that seemed a little weird, but overall I enjoyed it. That's cool. That's really cool, dude. Yeah, I got to hang out with Tidal a little bit Sunday, right? That was pretty sick, man. Like nothing happened. Everything still looks the same. All sounds alike. SOMA shock. Bro, so true. This is cool, though. I'm kind of into this. I mean, not that I wasn't into it before, but back and different. Thick structure gel. They can't shake. WAU's freaky fish. Man, I'm so confused. Yeah, how are you guys? How are you doing, Sweet Influence? How are you doing, Tidal? Amy.
I'm here.
Ready to let it go yet?
I guess so.
Plenty of opportunity to go stand on the fishes back at Theta.
I'm gonna miss this place.
Oh, come on.
Come on. We've worked here for years. You're not even gonna miss it a little bit?
A power plant full of psychotic machines. I'll find a way to go.
That's cool, man. It's not Upsilon's fault it got swarmed.
Whatever. Seal that thing and get back to camp already.
Roger that.
Interesting. Ready for vacation? Where are you going on vacation? If you don't mind me asking. Damn, I almost feel like if Fissy would have seen this, she would have been like, oh, this was not so scary. I mean, it's a creepy ass game, but like this is kind of sick. Cool little like, I mean, I fucking hate being under the water like this deep and shit, but like, I mean, that's great. That's amazing. Damn, I legit don't know. Like there was a whole nother path back there. Like now I'm like, damn, do we miss something? I don't know what we're fucking like. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck we're doing, guys. Arizona. Oh, Arizona sounds sick. Although, man, you're really going from one extremely hot area to the next, huh? I've got to help you? I don't gotta do shit, bro, to be honest. Ah. Oh, what is this smoke asset? Why is that like that? The fuck? Ah, bro, what is happening? Oh, what is this thing? What is this weird electric butthole? Oh, bro, you about to put your finger in the butthole? Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, wow.
What was that?
What was that? Oh my God,
It
guys.
doesn't hurt anymore.
Okay. What? Escaped Onimusha? Bro, that's so true. How did that? No, I think the Onimusha was the new one that they put in, right? That I think I just found the old one. That was the old one, right? Not only a door, right? So true. Interesting, interesting. Touch the butt, bro. He literally, like, as soon as I pointed it out, he was like, like, bro, what are you doing? One fingering? Stop. Like, you could have put your hand out like a normal person. He one fingered that thing. Shit, that's so funny. Yeah, so far this is sick though. Ah! Oh, I thought there was gonna be something. I was being ready, guys. Once you put it in there, you can't get it back. Sucks it up. Better his finger than his tongue? Are you talking about his tongue? His toe? Oh my God, we're all thinking. I was thinking tongue, like, oh, that's gonna be way worse, or way less worse than what Title was saying, and then I was like, ooh, it's actually worse. It's actually worse. Way less nasty than what he was alluding to. Toe was better. Vash got it. Toe was the right choice. Man, there's so many ways to go. Electronic booty like groceries. Sometimes you just got to though, man. I'm kind of digging these vibes right now, guys. I'm kind of digging these vibes. With the electric booty hole? Like, come on. Yes, pleasey. Yeah, I'm just kind of I'm so interested to see, because we're on Pathos 2, which is like a geothermal power plant, right? Down at the bottom of the ocean. But what the fuck are we doing down here? I'm so interested. Limby, let me ask you this, because this I feel like this is not. Oh, that guy alive over there. I feel like this is not a spoiler, but maybe it is. And if it is, you can just say no comment. But is this one of those games, like, when you're done with it, like you gotta watch like a lore video? Is it one of those games? Don't touch the structure gel leakage. Can't confirm its effect on WAU. Issue has been reported to SSE Wolchurk. All right, cool. Or is it one of those ones like, nah, by the end, you know what the fuck's going on? Like I said, maybe that's a spoiler. I don't know. Buddy. I'm the wrong person to ask. Motherfuck. Lenny! Lenny!
Hey, can you hear me?
Is that a yes? Is that the red or the white? Insufficient power. Hey! Uh-oh. Oh, damn. All right, well, I'm the dick. Damn, figured it out. I mean, I know you guys already know that, but like, damn, for real, that's kind of a dick move on me. Manual boot sequence. Did I do it wrong? Okay. All right. 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 We're good. We're good. We're good. Nice. Nailed it. Ho, ho. What's happening? Lights are coming on? Man, I feel like I need to be jumpier for this. I felt like nothing's getting me the way I wanted to just yet. God, I also legit don't know how loud this game is. I've turned it down and it still feels a little bit loud sometimes. Don't do anything with that. That's just nonsense. Sounds good to me. Love to hear it. The audio is fine. Okay,
What's
okay,
happening?
guys.
Hello, is there anyone there?
Hey, can you hear me?
Science. I might have
hear
spelled
you.
that.
Upsilon, what's going on?
Geothermal
I
power
have no
plant
idea.
science. No, you got
I
it.
just sort of woke up here.
It's definitely got to be
In
it.
the room right now?
It's like a seat with a helmet.
Is that right? What's your name?
I'm Simon Jarrett.
And what do you... signal... Damn relays. Where are you now?
Someplace dealing with electrical power. I'm not sure if it's a plant or a transformer.
Yeah, you're probably in the thermal plant somewhere. You want to go upstairs to the comm center. It's the room with the dome ceiling.
Okay.
Hey, look, this place is not... There's something seriously wrong here. Hello?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. We lost another relay. Listen, head for the comm center upstairs. I'll wait here.
You got it. I forget what her name is. Shit. Do you guys remember her name? Fuck, guys. I didn't pay attention. I was thinking of other things that I wanted to say that were funny and also kind of probably not that funny in general, actually. And now I forget, so it's actually not funny at all. Yeah, geothermal. There you go, bud. Yeah, you were right. Yeah, they call those science. You're right about that. On this game, though. Fucking 2 hours, man. But did you feel like when you watched the video, like you were like, oh, wow, I totally missed that? You know what I'm saying? Is that 2017 bars of pressure? Listen, to make espresso, you only need like 9-10 bar. So 2,000, too many, guys. Just gonna be honest. Pretty dense world like BioShock. Lots of characters. Okay, cool. But you at least understood like the overall like story. Like I feel like I just don't want to get to the end of it and be like, the fuck happened? You know? I could see that being an issue, but I could also see it not being an issue. Like you said, dense world. Lore vids are good. I will probably watch a good lore vid afterwards. Anybody in there? Hello? Hello? Nobody's there. Ah! Wait. Am I dead? I'm dead. I'm dead? Damn. I mean, that's not a far fall, but damn. Ow. It's like a concrete floor, bro. It's just gotta hurt. I'm waiting for like whatever the actual monster is, because they told me wait, is he around? Oh, there he is. Damn, I didn't even have to actually say anything. Well, let's get killed. We got to see what it's like, right? He can't see me over here? Maybe he can. How hard is he to get away from? Juked ya, juked ya. You can't catch me. Oh, damn, I did juke him. He kind of suck, actually. Imagine being that shitty. Like you're a monster? That's your job, bro? You kind of suck at your job, bro. I'm just out here fucking playing with him a little bit, bro. I'm just out here fucking playing with him. All right, let's see. I want to see what happens if we die, though. I want to see what happens. Like, what happens when we get caught? You know? Where you go? Let me tag him in the butt. I'm gonna get him in the butt. Test. Okay, so there's some kind of like robot. That's cool. Now, let's come over here real quick. I do want to see what happens. But now I got a little bit of information on what's happening, you know? We got 10-14? Oh, yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's get a little touch. What's happening, buddy? Can you not see me? Okay. So where does that put me at? Back here? Wait, what's happening? Why am I losing and shit? What difficulty did you put it on? There was only one difficulty when I started it up. It was just normal. Did I just not get killed? Is there a different difficulty? Like a hidden one that you have to unlock, maybe? Is it one of those games? Bro, you can't get back here. You know you can't. Come on, bud. Come on back, bud. Get fucked, buddy. Yeah, what the hell? Like, look at me. I'm definitely not doing good, but like, I ain't dead. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, there was like normal and safe. All right. I wanted to see what happens if I die though. But now I'm like walking crazy. What is this shit? Damn, look at me. I walk crazy now. That shit's insane. All right, let's go up these stairs real quick. I don't know why I thought that was going to turn those off, but it don't. You think he can see me up here? He seems like he has a hard time seeing anything, you know? I don't think he does. Oh, he does see me. Wait, really? Ah! Go through the smoke. Oh, he can go through it too? Okay. Oh, here we go. That's a real death there. Oh, okay. You died. Really? Press any button to try again. Okay, but how final is death? Watch, it makes me start from the very beginning. I'll be pissed. Oh, it's just right up here. Okay, that's cool though. But now we know like what death entails. That's kind of what I wanted to know, you know? Like what does that actually look like? You know? I might call it for tonight. I feel like we get to see a little bit of a guy. We got a little bit of a feel for what the beginning of this looks like. I feel like we did a good little bit. We're gonna have to put in some real time on this one at some point. Maybe this is another one of those Saturday games we try and do a Saturday stream on. But I feel like this is really a cool game so far. I'm enjoying it. You know, obviously we're just getting our toes in, you know, starting to learn the world and all that stuff, and I'm excited to kind of see more at some point. All right, let's come back over here. Yeah, this is funny. This lighting is pretty funny. Let's save, exit, make sure I close that up. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. So far, really cool. I mean, just the gameplay, like not even story-wise, the gameplay is pretty cool. I don't have any problems with it, so. That's a big, I mean, a pretty easily big part of just like getting everything going already is just getting that going. It's so funny that my lights didn't all come back on. I'm not sure why, but did that work? No, it didn't. Wonder why my lights turned all the way off. Probably all kinds of reasons, because, you know, whatever. Oh, there, those are on. I'll bring them down a little bit. They're way too bright. There we go. Yeah, I want to see where it goes. Yeah, so far it's cool. I mean, we only got like an hour in. Like I said, hopefully it'll be one of those ones we can kind of get some time with it at some point. But we'll see. Okay, so I'll be back here on Thursday, guys. I'm gonna try and be on like an hour early, about 6 o'clock. The hope is that I want to try and do a live watch of the Capcom Spotlight, because they're gonna talk about like Monster Hunter. They'll talk about a bunch of stuff, but I think Monster Hunter, the new update that's dropping sometime this month, in the next couple of days, so we'll get to see that. And then and then we'll go into so we're gonna do that, then we're gonna get into some news, and then we'll play more Soma on Thursday, see where this all goes to. Outside of that, Vash is going to be streaming tomorrow. He's going to be playing more Onimusha 2, so make sure you check him out. Vash and I will also be live on our duo channel on Sunday on Twitch. That's the Wolf and the Kid, and then it's also on YouTube. It's just right here on my channel. Was there any stuff in there for RE? I don't think it was RE based. Shit. What happened? Oh, hold on. No, you're right, bro. So it's gonna be Monster Hunter Wilds, Resident Evil Requiem, Pragmata, and Street Fighter 6. Yeah, so they are gonna talk about a little bit of Resident Evil, and that's starting Thursday at about 6 p.m. Approximately 40 minutes. Yeah, should be pretty cool. Yeah, I think all four of those games are interesting enough that I'm excited to check the whole thing out and watch it. The new RE games, I hear they're really good. Limbo, I was gonna ask too, how did you feel about the Silent Hill movies? I know that they're talking about the new Return to Silent Hill movie is going to be sometime this year, right? October maybe. And I was talking about that. I really liked the first Silent Hill movie, but I do not remember the second one, which makes me think that the second one might be ass. But I don't know. I'm trying to see who is on playing what. See if I can send you guys out somewhere. You see what Torn's doing. Torn's got a lot of people, but he's doing more. Oops, that's not. I didn't want to click on somebody. Pull up a couple people. Yeah, I know he's doing Devil May Cry. I didn't raid over to him the other day, and I thought about doing it. Just because Vash really likes Devil May Cry. Vash, I don't know if you guys know this, likes Devil May Cry. He kind of likes it a lot too. So he's kind of a big Devil May Cry guy. I enjoyed the first movie though. Second movie is Doo Doo Butter. Damn, I hate to hear that. I don't even remember it, but it's in January. Okay, so it's the beginning of next year. But it's the same guy who did the first one, and because the second one was done by a different guy. Do you know Vash Devil May Cry? First movie is good though. Chris Gaines, yeah. Netflix. Yeah, Vash, how do you feel about Devil May Cry on Netflix, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys to Torn. Torn's dope, dude, and he's playing some Devil May Cry. Vash will be excited, bro. And all I care about is if Vash is excited, you know? I only care about what Vash wants. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'll be back Thursday for more news, more SOMA, and hopefully the Capcom spotlight. Let me get this raid for Torn going. He's playing a little bit of Devil May Cry. Yeah, so if you guys do he's playing, I think this is like towards the end of Devil May Cry 2 as well. If you guys want to go over with the raid, make sure you stick around. If not, no worries. We do have a raid message if you would like, and if not, I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Let me find a little bit of a banger, as it were, so we can get up on out of here. Oh, here, I'll play this. Limbo didn't get to hear the sixth song from System Shock, so I'll play you guys that one. Have a great night, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your week. Hope to see you guys Thursday, but if not, I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys around. Good night, guys. Goodbye. 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 Night, y'all. Goodbye. Night, guys. Night.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.